Where the heck is my what the flip? I'm trying to pop out the chat and it just disappears. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it on the second monitor? Where did it go? It's where is it? Oh my goodness, where is it at? Where's the chat? I hit on pop out chat and it just disappears into the abyss. It's not behind the window. Is it behind the window? Where is it? It's just gone. Is it in the in-between? Do I have to shut up? Gotta turn off my CRT monitor probably. It'll pop up. No? Oh, it didn't pop up? That's good. That's good. Awesome. Where the hell is why is the chat gone? Where did it go? I'm talking about on Twitch. I'm not talking about YouTube. I hit pop out chat and it's just not there. What the? Oh, God, come on. YouTube as well? No, it's not. We're good. Hold on. Let me turn back the CRT monitor. Close my eyes. Tell me lies. Here, I'm going to see you guys a song too. All right. Okay, it looks good. In OBS, everything's looking good. I got this. Imagine my shock of the news I received yesterday. I should say I looked for it. No, I received it. Someone gave it to me. The interior. So the Defense Department, the Secretary of Defense or whatever gave it to me. He's like, here you go. You need to give this now. we're in dire need of you, Duganov, to give this information out to the fellow people of the world. I need to mute that. Hello there. What's up, yo? Oh, big funny of losing the chat. Booming up. It's freaking YouTube. Wait, hold on. Does YouTube pop out? Okay, YouTube's chat pops out, but Twitch is having a hard time apparently. I don't know why. But everything else is working. Besides that, hold on. I'm going to try to open up a new Twitch tab, see if that allows me to pop out the window properly. What's up, Twitch people? My MD is the only thing keeping me alive. What? What are you talking about? Well, I popped it out and it didn't, like, I'm looking at Google, right? And oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's YouTube chat. I don't know why. Okay, Twitch chat's not working. Awesome. That's good stuff. Thanks. It says chat is hidden. No, it's not. It's called pop out chat. Pop out the chat. Pop up the volume. Pop up. It's supposed to be a separate window, but it's not doing it. That's okay. I can just put Twitch as a separate window, and it'll work that way. That omega-3 vitamins is the only thing keep me living. And vitamin D and all that good stuff. What do you mean booming off? I'm not booming out. It's Twitch messing up, not me. YouTube was fine. Don't look at me. I don't care if you're #1 top fan. That's ridiculous. It's fine. It works. Speaking of boomer moments, if I could turn the page in time that I'd rearrange just a day or two. close my eyes, but I couldn't find a way. So I'll settle for one day to believe in you. Tell me lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies, baby. Tell me lies. Oh no, you can't disguise. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I hate Nintendo more than you. Now it's genuine hatred. They've lost their minds. How's everything? I'm doing pretty good. Still stretching, working out the neck. You know, like I said, it's not even as bad as it was before. We're still doing good. I'm trying to get some good sleep here and there. Sleeping for too long. Sleeping like 2 hours. Like, dang, dude, am I staring at a screen for too long? But other than that, I've been eBay shopping. I've been trying to look for a 19-inch monitor, like a hawk. My eagle eyes being deteriorated as I stare at both an IPS monitor and a CRT screen. But yeah, everything's been good on my end. How about you guys? because I got some bad news. Or I guess not really that shocking news to me, but for anyone else that hasn't been keeping up with Nintendo whatsoever, they are raising the original Nintendo Switch price. And I have no idea why. They've lost their mind. Dude, if my Switch 2 video is just becoming more and more justified. It's insane. Like, I would say the original Switch was $299, and they're still selling it at that price right now. I got it on Amazon right here. Look, $299. That was the MSRP back in, guess what year? 2017. In 2017, if I remember correctly, that's when the Nintendo Switch came out. You guys can correct me if it wasn't, but that was the MSRP 8 years ago, and they're still selling it at that price. Go on Amazon and type it in. Like, I'm on the official Nintendo store. Insane. I got a Switch 2 yesterday. Why? Are you out of your mind? Austin, did I make that video for nothing? Convince no one? I guess it was just for me then. It's just for the algorithm at that point. I guess I'm not really here to convince anyone. I'm just there to rant, I guess. The stream could use Fallout New Vegas. It can't. It's gone. No, Switch is good. Nintendo's going to take over the license for it from Obsidian. They're like, no, we're going to double the price of this game now. It's $120. $120 over MSRP. Not only that, we're going to make it run worse than it normally does. Yeah, I'm really glad I don't have to deal with buying a Switch 1 in 2025. Congrats, Austin. Because, good Lord. Yeah, this is insane. They're going to bump the price from this, okay? They said they were going to do it by today, but these are all the MSRP prices of the regular Switches of when they came out. Like, obviously, the OLED model came later. I think this is the second Switch model. It's going to be hard to find the first Switch model because, like I've talked about it before, there's two regular Switch models. They had the first one with the low battery and the second one that I ended up getting in 2020. That came with... Okay, I just want to point this out. This is just the MSRP of the regular Switch with the Joy-Con and stuff like that. I bought it in November 2020, right? I think around Thanksgiving. November 27th, somewhere around there in 2020. I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 3-month membership, and a Nintendo Switch for the same price as the MSRP. Insane. Insane. They've lost their goddamn minds. Oh, and they're only bumping it. If you read this, they're only bumping it for the United States. Are you out of your mind? What is this power play, dude? Don't you dare say tariff me. No way you're 2 months into this and saying this is because of a tariff. No offense, Nintendo. Go fuck yourself. This is not because of a tariff. You are being unfathomably greedy. As if you weren't before. Okay? You're being greedy like all these big corporations are being greedy. I lost the cord of my Switch to connect to the what? To the TV, so I need to buy another? You mean, wait, the Switch to the TV. That's just an HDMI cable, isn't it? Or do you mean the power cable? Because there's two, right? You have the HDMI that hooks up to the box, and then you have the power cable that goes to it so you can charge your Switch. Because it's also a charger as well as a stand that also connects to the TV. That's how they designed it. Duganov, would you rather have Microsoft Xbox or Xbox 360? Xbox 360. Xbox 360 has better games. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, well... God, hold on. Maybe I should have thought that through. No, I'd probably play the Xbox 360 over Xbox. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you could buy all the Xbox games on Xbox 360. I know they had like Xbox Arcade and stuff like that. But the original Xbox, I don't think has enough games for me to really buy it over the Xbox 360. Especially the later Xbox 360 versions. PS2 or PS2? PS2 almost every console. Probably PS2, easily. PS2 cooks every console. I don't care. PS2. PS2 versus PS1, PS2. PS2 versus PS3, PS2. PS2 versus PS4 and PS5 combined, PS2. PS2 over the Xbox 360, Xbox One, original Xbox, Nintendo N64. All right, that was redundant. N64, Super Nintendo, NES, I don't care. PS2 all day, every day. That library is to die for. 10,000 games, and I'll only play like 100 of them. I still have my Xbox 360. Nice. Also, hi, Lake. Long time no see. But yeah, I've been streaming once a week. I've been working on videos. I got the Bandai Namco video should be... Bandai Namco should be released by tomorrow. I was recording footage for today of the games that I wanted to use for it. I mean, it's the PS2. I mean, it's the greatest console of all time. Oh, Nintendo Switch, is 150 million sales. I don't care. It's got pandemic numbers. Okay, it's like LeBron James Lakers during the bubble. I do not care. Or the shortened season in 1999 in the NBA where they thought that playing 50 games is somehow equivalent to playing 82 because they're on players' strike for money. I don't care. Okay? Those don't count. It's not equal competition whatsoever. They keep making games till 2014. Yeah, it ended in 2013. No, I actually made games further than... you can actually look up FIFA games. I think there's some later FIFA games that were beyond 2014. You might have... Hold on. I can actually go... Where is it at? Where'd that window go? Oh, there it is. Hold on a second. I think there were some FIFA games that might have went into, like... No way Persona 5 is on PS2. Nice try, Internet. New games on PS2. FIFA 14. I guess that'd be 2013, wouldn't it? Okay, so the last game apparently that was released was Pro Evolution Soccer 2014 for the United Kingdom on November 8th, 2013. So that's an insane price. For the Battlefront 2 graphics look much better on Microsoft Xbox than PS2. Well, the Xbox is more powerful. I don't really have a beef with Xbox. I don't have beef with the Xbox One. I don't have beef with any of that console generation. That's arguably the greatest console generation. The GameCube, Xbox, and PS2, bar none. You know, you could argue based on sales at the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii, but I wouldn't say that was the best era. That was like the fallout. You know, like that was actually the start of the decline, but we didn't see it as a decline because it was still doing so well. Because online was the biggest thing ever. Online carried that online generation. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies, Nintendo, please. They're going to probably eventually bump the Nintendo Switch 2 price or just keep it. My biggest issue was with Nintendo, and I think I said that in the Nintendo Switch 2 videos, because they don't lower their freaking prices. Why am I paying MSRP for a console that's 8 years old? Are you out of your mind? I got Arkham Knight on Switch. The Batmobile Scuff. Dude, playing that on Steam on the IPS monitor was amazing. Holy hell. Dude, I remember what? I bought Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for $50 in 2020. That game's like 2-3 years. It was 2 to 3 years old at that point. It was still almost MSRP. They're insane. Nintendo's insane. I, in fact, have a displeasure of even talking about them, but I'll probably just make a video about this as well. This is huge. This is huge news. Huge. Very big news. Am I responsible? Maybe. I highly doubt it. Nintendo's a bit money grubby. A little bit too greedy for my taste in the modern era. And they were doing this pre-pandemic. You know, like I said, the PS3, Xbox 360. Well, now Wii wasn't so bad, actually. It was more so the Wii U was like really, like, we don't care anymore. That's why I will never trust this company. Like, I show up that article every time. I show that article from, 2014. That said if Nintendo could go, like, lose profits for 30 to 50 years and they'd be fine. I don't care. I am not going to cry for the billion-dollar corporation making bad business decisions. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Nor am I really apologetic about it. I don't know how my dad was able to afford a Switch 2 while living in an apartment. I mean, he probably could be saving up money. I mean, you probably live in an apartment just so you can save up money. Instead of just like, you know, it's just not worth putting down a mortgage, buying, you know, the certain amount that you have to pay for a house in order to buy it. Because obviously you don't put all, unless you have all the money, you got a mortgage and all that stuff. Unless you're renting the house, it's not the same thing. The mortgage payments is not renting. Anyway, well, also you got to pay the real estate fee too, or whatever. There's too much stuff. Yeah, clearly I'm very much into the real estate game. Games go on sale a lot, but the last physical copies never really go down. It's so dumb. Why is BDSP still $80 or $60? I know. I say stuff all the time. It's too expensive. Everything's too expensive. Is that Brilliant Diamond and something Pearl? Is that what you're talking about? You put that as an acronym. I was like, is that Brilliant Diamond? You mean the remakes of Gen 4? The travesty of a remake? Bro's going to move to Georgia. Maybe there's better prices down there. Oh, wait, that's still a part of the United States of America. Unless you're talking about Georgia in the Middle East. Yeah, let's go over there. My goodness. Hey, dude, what's up, King Isaac? What do you think the worst console, Virtua Boy? Apple Pippin is up there. Dude, when I was doing research on the Bandai Namco stuff, because I remember I've seen the Apple Pippin before, but I didn't know it was made by Bandai. Also, I remember the Wonder Swan. But Bandai was making some, dude, Bandai is responsible for Tamagotchi. Okay, and then they make some of the worst consoles of all time. I mean, Virtual Boy's got to be up there. Just from a big name company, make it an absolute travesty. Wii U's, I know you said not the Wii U, but the Wii U's the modern travesty. It should never have been as bad as it was. And he was even lucky to have the games it had on it. Like, would you consider the Wii U versions of, like, any Mario, Zelda, Metroid being the best on there? Oh, wait, some of those didn't even exist on that console. PS2 is probably the best console ever. I agree. It's the best all-arounder, right? It has multi-tap, so you can do multiple controllers on games. It came with 2 controller ports. The Slim is arguably one of the best redesigns of a console of all time. I want you to take your hand, right? Take your hand. Look at it. Look at the palm of your hand. And now think of 1 to 2 inches longer than that, and that's the length of the PS2 Slim. I think it's about 9 inches. Insane. I mean, like, dude, we got smartphones that are larger than the PS2 Slim at this point. I mean, tablets were larger than the PS2 Slim. It's insane. Like, I think it was ahead of its time, not just in hardware, but also where we were going with, like, the Raspberry Pi and emulation, too, was, like, making things smaller and easier to not just carry around, but to place on things. Breath of the Wild was Wii U originally, but it was so popular on Switch it became obsolete. Yeah, I think they released it actually on both. One was actually 30 frames per second. I think Breath of the Wild was on the Switch, but it was 30 frames per second, and on Wii U it was 60, or it's the other way around. One of the two. They weren't both 60. Hello, Duke, and chat. What's up, guy, dude, bro? We're talking about Nintendo Switch being raised in price. You know, it's insane. Oh, wait, here we go. There's a website right here. I should have just clicked the website. Okay, let's go to hardware. Oh, my God, $500? No, wait, that's... Yeah, for a bundle. That's still too much. Where is this Switch? There it is. Hold on. Did they change? They said they'd change it by August 3rd. Oh my God! They raised it $40. They raised it $40. Are you out of your mind? No way, dude. A refurbished one is not even worth. It's $300 with Re-Resort Sports or the Wii Switch Sports, dude. Are you out of your mind? Oh my God, $90 for Joy-Cons? What? $90? What? Oh my God. It's not, like I said, I say this all the time because people just think you're too poor to afford it. I could buy this right now. I could buy multiple. But my point is, I will say this on principle. This is way too expensive. It's, what, triple or quadruple the amount? It's insane. Like, the PS2 controllers... Well, let me think. Some of the most expensive controllers. I think PS5 controllers were pretty expensive, too. Huh? Yes! Nintendo Switch, on their official website, has given a statement that they are raising the original Nintendo Switches, right? The Lite, the OLED, I think the first and second model. I don't think the first model is even around anymore. In the United States. Based on market conditions. Wow, that's very ambiguous. I really want to get ZA for my Switch. It might be the last Pokemon guy I might buy, to be honest, because no way in hell I'm buying a Switch 2. I don't even know why you buy Pokemon. Dude, I did a video or a trailer watch of Pokemon ZA, and that was a travesty. Oh, my God. I remember rewatching it the other day, like a week or so ago, and the part that gets you the most is the fact that they put, like, 20 grates all next to each other. I'm like, do you not understand, like, basic level plumbing of putting 20 grates? Really? Do you think? Oh, I just forgot. All water just, you know, it doesn't sink in holes. I forgot. These are the same people that don't think that water gets soaked up in the soil. They just think everything automatically just floods. Obviously, a lot of water. It takes some time, but my Joy-Cons are getting bad, but they still cost like $70 for the base Joy-Con. Hey, they're $90 now. Link, look. Hold on. Go back. We got to go back. They're $90 now. They're $90 now. Sorry, bud. Pay $20 more, or $20 more. Look down here. Look, neon red and blue. I'm pretty sure this is for the Switch because we're in Nintendo Switch. We're not in Switch 2, right? $90. Have fun paying $90, bud. Plus shipping, plus sales tax. Have fun with that. No more no more adequately priced video game consoles or games anymore. Have fun paying for this, dude. This what cracks you up. They say market conditions. This tells me that. This is like the first time I've ever seen a company bump up prices to this extreme. PS3 was bad in the beginning, but then it lowered in price, and they made a Slim. That was much better and had more memory. Okay, we had the Super Slim by, 2013? It had 500 gigabytes in it. right? Obviously, it didn't have backwards compatibility with the PS2. It couldn't emulate it, nor had the hardware for it. But 500 gigabytes for the PS3 was really good. You know, and I'd argue they're kind of cheap with the design. They kind of went with the slide on top, which is kind of doesn't look that great. But that was the end. Okay, that was what? 7 years after the original PS3 in 2006. I'm just pointing that out. We're in the same time frame. I just point out the time frame here. From the original PS3 model to the super slim of the PS3. That's a 7-year gap. Okay, about 7 years. 7, 6, give or take. We are now in a further gap from the original Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch now being bumped in price from MSRP. For regular Switch, this is for the regular Switch. Regular Switch. Regular Switch. For the gray and red and blue models. Look, Nintendo. Nintendo Switch. It doesn't say the Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, you can click on the products here. I mean, you can go to Amazon, too, and look at it. So it's right now, it's still $300. I don't know if they're going to change it on Amazon, but it's still $300 on Amazon right now for the original Nintendo Switch. But this is insane. The charging stand is $35. Why wouldn't you just charge it in the original stand? Bro, do people... Wait a minute. Do people not realize that when you put the whole stand with the controllers in... Or not the whole stand. When you put the whole Switch with the Joy-Con controllers connected to it in the stand, it charges it all, the whole of it? Do they know that? Do people actually not know this? Why would you need a separate charging stand? Are you serious? Wait a minute. Why is this a thing? What? You gotta attach it to something anyways, moron! And it looks like it has to be... Dude, Oh my god, I might complain about this in the next video, or use clips from this. Why would you do this? Why would you buy this? The stand automatically charges the Joy-Cons when you put it with the Switch in the Dude, oh my god, and it both requires to be plugged in the wall, it looks like. Oh my god, I didn't even know this thing existed. I've been focused on making the Tekken 5 video of Bandai Namco that I didn't even... Oh my god, it's so over. Well, not for me. But it's just over in general. I think they do it for the multiple Joy-Cons that they have. A lot of people that play together in Mario Kart. How many people are playing at your house, though? Mario Kart's for online play. I doubt you're having two people both play online. Okay, this isn't 2005 anymore. The PS2 era. Xbox and all. That era's gone, man. Co-op? Split screen co-op? Not online? In 2025? Who? Literal who? Dude, some people have friends. They make this so you can charge more than two. I get the concept, but it's bad execution. It's not like it takes that long to charge. Okay, you're wasting $35 to basically wait 8 hours, if that. It doesn't take that long to charge. Okay, I own the Switch. I know the Joy-Cons don't take that long. Just switch them out. Oh my God, do you sleep? Man, there's like a weird I don't know, chat. Let me tell you something. There's this weird 8-hour period of time where I'm not conscious and I don't know why. What is nighttime? What is sleep, dude? Like, are you guys... Dude, don't sleep? Like, holy hell, man. I get the concept, but the execution's dumb. Okay? I never said I didn't understand it. It's just dumb in principle because... When do you guys sleep? How often are you using the Joy-Con that you're burning the battery to death? Holy hell, are you playing 12 hours a day on your Switch? Like, holy hell. And there's no way you could do that on the original Switch. There's no way you could do that on the original Switch. It didn't last that long. So I know that's bullcrap. Even the second model's battery isn't that great. It's like 6 hours or something like that. Don't even try, chat. Don't even try. That's why most people play it in the stand, actually. Because of the low battery life. Anyways, in the past year, I have been over to a friend's house and play on their Switch at least 2 other people. But he's not a psycho, and he has regular controls, not Joy-Cons. There you go. Why would you play on the Joy-Con anyways? It's not very good to play on. Like, trying to play... in Pokemon's like a basic level game. But playing Pokemon on the Joy-Con did not feel good. Having to put a controller sideways is not a good concept. Oh, man. Whatever, man. You did it on the Wii as well, and that sucked, too. I just play it in handheld, to be honest. To be honest. I played in my college dorm room, to be honest. I go out there and beat people to death with my Nintendo Switch. Not on my Switch, but on my Xbox. Mario got friend-zoned. That sounds like a movie plot. But yeah, they're raising the price of everything. related to the Nintendo Switch, it looks like. What the fuck? Wait a minute, why? Amiibos? Do you think I care for Tears of the Kingdom? Do you think I care for glorified Breath of the Wild DLC? Do not look at me like this and tell me that's okay. Dude, the stand is worth $70? Are you... dude. What? I hate modern capitalism. I hate video game. I don't want to call it video game capitalism. Right? Because it feels like there's specific requirements for video game corporations and companies to do this type of stuff. Because graphics cards are on a whole nother level. Like NVIDIA and AMD on a whole different level of overpricing the hell out of everything. But this is the first time I've ever seen or heard about in video game history. After 8 years of a console being out, they raised the price from its original MSRP. Holy hell, dude. $1 billion corporation, by the way. Publicly traded stock. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay. I think I learned more than I'd like to know. That's a shame. But anyways, bro, do you think I care? Makes the whole stream about Nintendo Switch raise the price. Care about buying it, not necessarily talking about. Obviously, I'm going to talk about it. Or care, better yet, care to buy the stand. That's insane. $35 to charge it 2 extra Joy-Cons that you either got for a friend or bought for an additional $60. I hate America. I'm starting to think I hate Americans now. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the... David Bowie was right. You know, when he made that song, he was right. Like, what is it, 90-something with Trent Reznor? He might have been onto something about American capitalism. He might have been onto something, dude. I just want to point out, they didn't do this for any other country. Only United States, they're bumping the original price. The Nintendo Switch, the Lite, and the OLED. Only in the United States. I thought it was North America at first, but I read it, and it was United States. I hate Nintendo more than... All right, we can talk about eBay shopping now. Look, it's eBay. Everything went to crap after the old guy in charge died. Yeah, after Iwata died and Reggie left, it's just been downhill. Reggie knew. I will say this as a statement of definitive truth clearly. Reggie knew. But he stayed with the Nintendo Switch, I feel like out of obligation to Iwata, if anything. You know, and after the disaster that was the Wii U. But he's like, yeah, I'm done. And there's no, like, real good face of Nintendo. What, Sakurai? Miyamoto? You want them to represent your company right now? I don't. Not the way it's doing it. Absolutely not. The gaming industry, yes. The modern gaming industry is a travesty. When I tell my descendants of the greatest country of all time how games were. I mean, I was even describing it when I was talking about the Switch 2. I was talking about what the consoles had. I mean, add-ons was a bad idea. Should have just came with the console. But obviously people were gullible enough to buy that stuff. Okay, so what I've been trying to do is find a 19-inch CRT monitor, right? I've just been looking up to see if there's a good price. There was one that was a decent price, but it was local pickup. Okay, so get this. It was a Dell P991. It's one of the better 19-inch monitors that you can get. It was in some city called Cleveland, Ohio, right? That's what his local pickup. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to go there. I don't know about that. All I know is LeBron James. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there. A city that made its revenue based on a basketball player cannot be trusted. But anyways, enough about dunking on Cleveland as a concept. I think that's probably like Detroit Junior. But it was $250. It was a good price, but it wasn't delivery. I even got an offer for $200. I'm like, I'm not going to pay that because it's local pickup only. I'm not going to go get it. Okay? So what ends up happening, someone made this dude an offer to buy it for $300 and pay $75 shipping. Moron. If you held out instead of paying over what was required, we can all reduce the price of CRT monitors, but we're too selfish. We can't work together. Not just the ability to trust a random stranger to understand basic level consumerism, of that if you hold out on the buyer, they will eventually either not sell it or reduce the price. And these guys want to get rid of these things. Okay, they're heavy. Like the 19-inchers could be over 60 pounds. Okay, same thing with TVs. That's why you could usually get them for free, because they just want to get rid of them. But these morons on eBay sit there and make offers that was over the original price and then pay, like, what was it, a fifth of the delivery? It was insane. Stream New Vegas. No thanks. Boo, Stream New Vegas. No thanks. Hey, at least it's not Detroit. 2016 Cavaliers. Let's go. Why not both? You should try crack instead of games. No thanks. It feels like I'm on crack reading Nintendo news. Yeah. I think I'm delirious, clearly. Now I just have two people charged. They only come out for stockholders. No other thing they do to come out for. Didn't they just have a Pokemon Direct or another Nintendo Direct? Like, when were they doing this many Directs? Like, holy hell, man. It seems like damage control. Duke It Off Gaming, and now credit card companies are trying to control what games people can or cannot buy. I did see that about Visa. The Visa, I don't know if it's MasterCard as well, and all those card companies are trying to dictate what they could buy on Steam. Yeah, because people were complaining on Steam about inappropriate games. Like, where have you been for, like, the past decade? Now's the time to complain. No, it wasn't 10 years ago. It wasn't pre-pandemic or during the pandemic. No, let's do it now. Morons. Now we care. Okay, shut up. I think scalpers are scum, especially when they take cards in front of kids. Oh, yeah, price gouging on this is insane. It's bad. I mean, some of these are reasonable. Like, $250 for this is reasonable if it's in good condition, but this literally has tape on the side of it. I don't know if the tape is actually legitimately to tape the case together, but it is on the top right-hand corner. You can't see it here. Well, I can look to it. They'll show you. The zip code they show is not mine. Oh, it doesn't show the zip code because it's local pickup only. But this literally has tape on the... there you go. Literally has tape on the side. What the... You want $250? I don't trust this. I'm sorry. I don't think I want to trust this. Pokemon cards, I mean, it's everything now. It's not just Pokemon cards. It's literally Nintendo Switch 2. The Switch, when it came out, PS5s were so badly price gouged and scalped. People paying double just for a PS5 to play games that were just going to go on Steam anyways. Chat, can you name me that? I mean, Stellar Blade, I think, was the most recent game that went on Steam that was a PlayStation exclusive, and now it's gone. It's gone! What exclusive you have on PS5? Come on. Yeah, don't buy that. Definitely bad condition. It could be a trick. It could be a ruse. You know what I mean? The tape is intriguing. The tape intrigues me to see the quality. Because the tube looks fine. I'm not too concerned about the plastic unless it's severely cracked. Dude, they have like an IBM, a nice IBM on here. A very rare monitor. It is rare. $900, but like the bezel, like the plastic on the outside and the front is just huge. It looked like an earthquake came through. It looks like the San Andreas fault. It's terrible, but yeah. $250 isn't a bad price, but local pickup is killing it. Okay? You are killing the market by making things local pickup. Like I was talking about the other P991 that the dude sold. He only sold it because someone agreed to not only pay higher, but pay for delivery. Stop making things local pickup on eBay. That is for Facebook Marketplace. That is for Craigslist. Okay? You want local pickup, go to those two websites. Local pickup on here is like gouging the market. Not in terms of price, but availability. People are not going to your random bumfuck town to go get this monitor. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Dude, there's one from California. San Jose, California's like, I'm sorry, this is like one of the greatest CRT monitors for its size. No one's going to pay for it. This is overpriced, by the way, too. $500. It'll be over $500 when you add sales tax. My point, this is ridiculous. I just want to point out, I talked about the eBay one that was like $130 that I got an offer for $79.99. The delivery is like 40 something, which would be like $130, $140 combined. This person wants $500. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Why is delivery so high? Makes no sense. Some dude from Slovakia is dropping the greatest CRT monitors of all time, by the way, too, out of nowhere, and he's done it before based on his feedback history. I was blown away that this was a real thing. This is real. He's done it before, and he'll do it again. Oh, my God. That's arguably the greatest CRT monitor. It's definitely a top 5 monitor. Top 10 easily. Oh, my. Gooch Camp win. Hold on. Have you gotten your new meds yet, Mr. Anderson? ViewSonic P95F Plus is also up there. All these, like, greatest CRT monitors, but they're over expensive. 800 delivery? I ain't doing that. No thanks. 16. No, it won't be 1650. It'll be even higher than that because the more you pay, usually the higher sales tax because it's a percentage based. I don't trust strangers coming to my house. I bet these people don't care. If they want to do local pickup, they straight up don't care. But these are like not great monitors. I mean, these gateways are okay. They're mid to low end monitors. This freaking Diamond Pro or Diamond Plus is over way too much. It should be 150. But that's what I've been looking for. There was a Dell M993 on here that was a good price. Decent, I guess. Okay, it was $250 if you added the delivery. But I still think this P992 I'm actually interested in. This one actually looks pretty good. This looks pretty good, comparatively. I mean, listen, I don't care about like light scrape on the left of the bezel or on the plastic. That's not my main concern. PS5 barely has exclusives. Keep the PS4. Look up Microsoft Xbox. For what? Microsoft's dead too. They're doing bad business practices too. I should make a video on them as well. But I'm gonna talk about Bandai Namco because I've been playing all the Tekken games. It's Soul Calibur games. I'm getting arguably to the worst ones. I play Tekken 6. Are you for real? That story mode is a disaster. Why would you make Devil Within a story mode option? Why? I don't care for Lars. I don't care for Alyssa the robot. I just don't care, man. Like, this was the wrong time to introduce new characters to be the front runners of the game. Wrong time. Tekken 5 was the time. With Asuka Kazama, Raven not really as much. He's a ninja. Like, I don't... Male Nina Williams that's based off Blade, I kind of do and don't care. You know, it's not really that intriguing to me. But 5 was the time. You know, Fang, I argue Fang's actually a good addition. It actually has relevance to Asuka. Very rare, in fact, that you get new characters that are actually intertwined with each other in their stories. Usually they're with the Mishimas, like Dragunov. Oh, everyone loves Dragunov. I bet they're still complaining about Dragunov in Tekken 8. I guarantee you they're still. Probably, well, maybe not after the later patches, but... Dude, I was playing Tekken 6 the other day. Because I know I'm going to end up reviewing it, of course. And I was doing like a 3-hit combo with Brian. I was doing like 60 to 70 damage. I'm like, what the fuck happened to Tekken? Like, I know Heihachi has BS where he does the long uppercut and then he does the kick and that's like 40, 50 damage, which is absurd. And I complained about that too. That's bad too. Okay, but like, it's different with Brian too because his second punch, right? It's a 3-button combo, right? And I think it's like triangle, back triangle, and then it's square, right? And the second triangle stuns. It stuns if it hits. If it hits, to be fair. But that is insane. That's just bad concept. I really wish Spider-Man PS4 had been an exclusive game for so long. Spider-Man 2 didn't do well on Steam. Speaking of, Spider-Man games. I love superhero games, but they are hard to find good ones these days. I just played the Dreamcast one, like, this week? Last week? How dead? Tekken 8? It's got mixed reviews. It was severely negative when that Season 2 patch came out. They want to make it so aggressive to the point there's no point in sidestepping or blocking. And to be fair, modern Tekken has a problem with sidestepping because there's homing attacks, right? Sometimes when because my biggest issue with sidestepping in Tekken compared to Soul Calibur is that you don't sidestep far enough, right? And since there's homing attacks in Tekken, like especially more modern Tekkens, obviously sweeps are supposed to hit in a horizontal pattern. That was taken from Soul Calibur in concept. But the problem is there's attacks where you'll punch and you'll sort of turn into the character. I think modern times they call it expanding your hurt box, but it's more like at home. There's actually both expanding your hurt box and homing attacks, which are bad. Okay, sweeps I'm fine with because they go in a circle. That's what a sweep does. That's the whole point why you use a sweep. But the problem is that some of their attacks, like punches or attacks, have enough hitbox on their attack that they also home in, that they crush or accidentally hit the opponent's hurt box as well as their sidestepping, right? And like I saw a video, I was watching a video on Tekken 8 to Tekken 7 in terms of being able to do movement. It's so nerfed, it's unbelievably bad. It was sad. Even Tekken 7's is nerfed. And that was the best-selling Tekken game, sadly, but that was because it was on, first of all, it was in the social media era. Every social media influencer that wanted to get in it went in on it. Absolutely did. 2015 or 2017 was when it was released on Steam, but it was released on PS4 and Xbox One as well. Like Tekken 5, the original was only released on PS2 and it sold almost 10 mil. That's insane, by the way. Tekken 3 was like 8 mil, and that was only on the PlayStation. Insomniac Spider-Man is lame. PS1 Dreamcast Spider-Man is the past. Or is the GO, excuse me. Can you play Darkstalkers more? More Darkstalkers? I actually do plan on reviewing Darkstalkers. I've been playing too much of it. You missed the streams, W. You missed the streams. I already streamed Darkstalkers multiple times. 1 and 3. Oh, that was a great year. The shapes messed me up. Only ever had letters. Only the letters. This reminds me of Tony Hawk when you say letters. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are actually interested in buying a VGA CRT monitor, by the way. Dude, what's the worst non-Nintendo console ever? Like I said, the Apple Pippin. And you'd be like, what the fuck is that? Neo Geo's up there just for the price. I don't think all the games are bad on it. The price was the worst thing about it. Gary, you already said that. Apple Pippin, the Pladia. Most Bandai consoles were pretty bad when they were made in the 90s. They were all in the 90s. Look it up. Apple Pippin sold like 40,000, which is a travesty. I love Darkstalkers. I actually think Darkstalkers should make a comeback. I'm tired of seeing Morgan in every other game ever and not being their own game. That's great that you're in Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, that's great. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3, that's great, but why aren't you in your own Darkstalkers game? Roland was here the other day, the last time I streamed, talking about if it was made by the people that made Fighters. Apparently, I just forgot their name. The people who made Guilty Gear Strive and Fighter Z, Fighters. But that in the style of Darkstalkers would be interesting. But the problem is, Darkstalkers is not a or a tag game. Right? I'm not saying you can't make it a tag game. Especially there's a new Marvel game coming out as well. The Tokon, I don't know what it's called. Tokon, I think it's called. Marvel Tokon as well. But I think Darkstalkers should have like both options then. You know, that's something that a lot of Tekken games didn't end up doing either. They just had tag modes in a separate mode. I'm like, what are you doing? It wouldn't be the same if they made a new one these days, to be honest. Well, I mean, of course it is. I mean, Darkstalkers is like one of the... It's a very good pixel game. I definitely like top 10 pixel games of all time. Probably up there. Darkstalkers probably 3 specifically. That's up there. Second Impact, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact and Third Strike are both up there. King of Fighters 13. That's a more modern pixel game, but it looks really good. Probably one of the best modern pixel games. That was for PS3 and Xbox 360. I played it before. It looks really good. Guilty Gear Strive isn't tag team, though. Right, my point is that Fighters is, though, and they were made by the same company. But Roland was specifically talking about making it. Roland, yeah. Sorry, I was having to... Roland, remember we were talking about Darkstalkers, but made by the people by Fighters and Guilty Gear Strive, the same company that a team... Arc System. I got it. You didn't even need to say Arc System, right? In terms of making a Darkstalkers game. I love KOF 13 too. It's pretty good for modern KOF. I gotta say, because 14, 15, and 16 are like... my problem with those... Actually, hold on. My problem with like KOF was at 11, 12, and 13 is Ash Crimson. That saga's trash. I'm not saying Orochi was much better, but God, each Darkstalker has anywhere from 1,200 to 600 frames of animation. It's insane. And Third Strike used rotoscoping, which was a big brain move. I call it the Disney technique because that's what they did in old Disney films. Like Alice in Wonderland was rotoscoped with a model. big brain. Same thing with what the flip's the other one? The sewing wheel one. Whatever that was. I can't remember the princess whatever. Not the sword, the stone. Actually, I think most of them were rotoscoped. Most of them. A good chunk were rotoscoped. You can kind of tell by the motion. It's like, this clearly wasn't... not without reference is the way to say it, right? But yeah, for context, Street Fighter Alpha, Darkstalkers equivalent, had 600, 800 frames of animation. I know, Alpha looks bad in comparison to Darkstalkers. I was playing Alpha 2 the other day, right? Because I was testing it on my CRT monitor. Because I figured out how to full screen it on my CRT. And I was just like, not only do the models look weird, even in proper aspect ratio, but there's not a lot of animation in comparison to Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is like something to marvel at. Alpha's just something to play, right? Darkstalkers 3 specifically, if you look at Lilith's animation specifically, or Pyron's animation, is insane. I just like the movement is too good. Like the finger twirling by Lilith and Morgan does it, but I say Lilith because she has more movement in the leg. That's how they differentiate between the two characters. But man, just like the finger movement looks so good and smooth. I'm like, damn. Third Strike's got that too. Third Strike's got really good animation too. But like I said, rotoscoping. Was Elena's rotoscoped? I know that one. Like her idle animation. They didn't need to go that hard on idle animation. I wouldn't even be pissed if they were standing still and just moving their hands. That's literally what Morgan does. Right? But the intricacy of just doing that motion is insane. especially in I think it's 60 frames per second. I like 15, but it wasn't as good as 13. I liked City of the Wolves gameplay and graphics, but the guest characters are strange. Garrou's definitely like the weird outlier. That's a really good fighting game, but just like it's just out there for a spin-off game. And they introduced Rock Howard and stuff like that, which ended up becoming a staple in Capcom stuff. It's just difficult to make a good fighting game boss in the 2000s. I don't know. Like Ash Crimson in that group is just not it for KOF, man. And they didn't want to bring back Geese Howard, Rugal, and Krauser. They just couldn't. Or Orochi. DVD's bugs have reached an all-time peak. This update's absolutely horrible. Let's go, Yeeter! You're watching the demise of your own game in real time. How does it make you feel? Lamau. I told you 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I told you. As soon as I played against Kaneki, I mean, you already knew you've played the game long enough. But, dude, it was going downhill. Reading those forum posts, reading whatever flipping information I could get from about not only the past of the game, but the present and the potential future. Gonitz, yeah, Gonitz is whatever. Hello, Roland. The point being, Darkstalkers has has nearly triple the frames of a standard CPS2 fighting game. Correct, yeah. It's insane. I like learning to appreciate pixel art more so in terms of animations, not just like looking at something as it's idle, but animating something while it's idle or moving per se in terms of like fighting games, because fighting games really good idle animations. Like I'm not gonna play like Dragon Quest 3 and say, this is amazing. You know, I'm not really gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna even say that in Link to the Past. So like, this pixel art is like high tier. No, I don't think I'm gonna say that. Absolute neglect with the spaghetti code. Killers are borderline unplayable with bugs galore, and it's probably not fun for solo queue survivors either. Also, the Capcom artist did all the original animation frames on paper first, then scanned the drawings, connected the frames, and added color after it was scanned. I told Capcom cared back then. That's what I'm trying with this Bandai Namco video. I'm actually trying to explain like the past, because a lot of Zoomers just don't remember old Namco. Like they know the name of Pac-Man, Galaga, and maybe even Dig Dug, right? They know the names, but they probably never actually played the games. You know, or Ridge Racer, right? Time Crisis, Tekken even. Older Tekkens. I know people that played probably Tekken 7 and 8 did not play Tekken 1 and 2. Okay? Absolutely did not. Money back guaranteed. Unlike Nintendo. Oh no, survivors are thriving. They got bugs that can be exploited with Chase not starting an infinite durability of items. While there was also that, what is it? The Five Nights at Freddy's character as well. Whatever. Springtrap also had bugs that were exploited. I don't know if they fixed those yet. They probably did. Dig Dug mentioned. Absolutely. I played every Tekken. I have played not every Tekken. I don't want to play Tekken. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to play Tekken 7 or 8. I don't. I'm like fighting it. It's on sale right now. Tekken 7's on sale, and I'll talk about it in the Bandai Namco video. But it's on sale for $10. So like, even I don't even want to buy this for the review. Because first of all, I'm not making money on any of this right now. And second of all, I just don't like the gameplay of Tekken 7. I don't like it in 6. You know, or Tag Tournament 2. You know, Tag Tournament 2 is insane. Like, I was watching, because I wanted to get more information about Steve for Tekken 4. And no, it's for Tekken 5 specifically. To figure out what was going on with Steve's frame data and just the absurdity of his jabs in the original Tekken. Because I actually might make a Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection video on PSP. And there was a PS3 version that ended up having online later on. So I actually might make a Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection video next, actually. A change of plans. The extreme opposite ends of a game dev between rivals in daylight is unfathomable. They don't care. I told you, Yeater, they don't care. They don't care. They're like, okay, they do this, they do charity thing, and then don't care about like fixing their game. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a weird yin and yang I've seen from a game company. Here, we're gonna do charity, and then we're never gonna fix our game and overprice our characters, and then they're busted on release almost every time. There's some bug or glitch or something that's going to be complained about or done to death. People are still complaining about Kaneki. It's been 4 months. I liked Tag 2 when I was younger, since it was one of the first ones I ever played, but I kind of can't stand it now. It's just ridiculous. I don't like My problem is that tag tournament plays like Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't want to play Marvel vs. Capcom. I want to play Tekken. Okay? That was my issue. Because especially a tag tournament 2 where you could swap in, do a combo, switch out, continue the combo is egregious. The damage is insane in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. 3-hit combo from Kazuya. It's a pretty simple combo. It's Electric Wind Godfist into just tapping triangle twice. It does like 60 damage. I'm like, are you out of your mind? I don't think it was counter hit either. Also, rage mechanic. We don't need comeback mechanics in Tekken. That's the thing it doesn't need. Okay? Tekken 3 was fine. I'd argue even Tekken 5, besides Steve being busted, maybe Nina, Bach, some balance adjustments that clearly needed to be made. All right? So I'd argue Dark Resurrection was the better form of it. But there's things to complain about there, too, as well. Pretty sure you mentioned that the game needs to stop pushing content updates and do full health updates. Yes. I'd say it for any game company. Okay, you can't stop doing the piecemeal stuff. Sit the flip down. Unless you're too incompetent, because I'm talking about incompetence before in the gaming industry. I don't think the people that are still working at the company at Dead by Daylight, right, at Behavior Interactive, even know how to fix the code efficiently, right? That's why it's taking them so long. Because I know there were older members that were part of Behavior Interactive, like 2016 to a like pandemic era, that left, right? Because I remember I've talked about it before that one of the developers or whatever programmers there that talked about, well, yeah, well, we wanted to make killers this way, or not necessarily overpowered, but definitely really strong, so it made it feel satisfying to play that character. They were killer biased. There was already bias in the system, right? There was an interview Akira Yasuda did before Capcom, what is that? Capcom versus Darkstalker? CVD, what is that? While showing, what is that? B-roll of this studio? Akira was even rifling through all the frames of animation he drew for Wolverine from Children of the Atom. Insane. They just cared. They're way too far in the spaghetti code to fix it. This is the official downfall. Well, it was already official, Eater. I called it. It was easy. Here I get to gloat over someone who actually cared about playing a game and enjoyed it for thousands of hours. Well, I hope you got the most out of it, bud. Best I can hope is for a bug fix update on Tuesday. For you, it was the greatest game you've ever played. For me, it was Tuesday. Okay, I read that. It's like MVC, but if they were no hyper combos, instead you just have normals and rage mechanics. Yeah, rage mechanics is just bad concept. I just don't like heat crush, heat smash. It's not Tekken. See, my problem is that Tekken tried to beat every other fighting game except for Tekken. Okay, this heat stuff and all this, like, okay, do you want to be Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom? Because you're trying to get the best of both worlds, and you're actually making it worse for Tekken than better. Tekken 6 kind of proved that, too. They were trying to hop on the train of making a type of story battle kind of like Mortal Kombat did. Mortal Kombat really popularized that, not just rebooting a franchise, that was one. Number 2 is also making a proper story battle, right, where you do the cutscenes and then go into, I mean, Namco did it with Soul Calibur. DVD fucking Rivals, we just fixed a minor inconvenience bug that only affected like 2 people enjoy. Yeah, because it's crazy. That's made by a Chinese company, too. And I know people dunk on Chinese companies because mostly they're gacha game people, but they actually care about their product. Marvel Rivals specifically. I'd argue it's a better Overwatch than Overwatch ever was. You know? They could even fit all 18 Darkstalkers into a single game, hence the alternate revisions for Vampire Hunter Savior. Yeah. And the normals do tons of damage. Well, like, I mean, the problem with normals doing a lot of damage is that they combo. That's the biggest issue. There's a difference between doing a two-hit combo that is 40 damage and knocks you away so you can't extend the combo versus doing 4 hits that do 50 damage and you can extend off the ground. Like I said, my problem with Tekken is that the ground used to be neutral. Right? And I'll probably explain this to Tekken 6 a bit more. Ground equals neutral was a fundamental concept for most fighting games, that you cannot hit your opponent on the ground. Right? 3D fighters stopped caring about that concept. Marvel vs. Capcom stopped caring about that concept. There is no neutral anymore, proper neutral, to where you have recovery time. They just want everything to extend in the air and off the ground. Because the problem with both being in the air and on the ground, they're pretty much the same, as that you can't defend in most fighting games. Obviously, there's like parries and third strike. There's air blocking. You don't really have that in Tekken. I don't think Tekken has air blocking. I'd actually be fine with air blocking. You know, it's not it's I know I'm stuttering here a bit, but the concept that you can air block isn't necessarily wrong, right? It's realistic. You can block something in midair, okay, if you wanted to. So it's even weirder that Tekken, that tries to ground itself in more martial arts-based combat, doesn't have an air block. It has parries, has low parries, has low grabs in the modern era, but doesn't have an air block. I don't understand that. Garou has air blocks, as Just Defends in the air block too, which is more like a push block. But blame Canada. No, not blame Canada. Oh, Yeeter, did you see that Nintendo's raising the Nintendo Switch, the original Switch, Nintendo Switch Lite and OLED versions by $30 or $40 in the United States only, starting today? They've already done it on their website. Yeah, they're doing that. They're raising the MSRP from $299, which it should never even be $299 right now. It should be $150 at best. At best, with a bundle. Okay, $150 for the Switch and a game. That ain't my problem already. Well, I'm just letting you know. I got a Switch Lite. Tekken before 8. The floor is neutral. Tekken after 8. No, hold on. You could do ground bouncing in Tekken 5. It started really in Tekken 4, right? But it wasn't a whole lot. Do you even care about stuff? Yes. Obviously, to talk about it, you got to care a little bit. But to buy it, no. It's more like to inform you guys if you care, too. That's the whole point of talking about it. If I only cared and never wanted to talk about it with anyone else, I'd just keep it to myself. You know? But there's a reason why I'm making content around old companies turning bad. Old companies not caring anymore. You know, it's been a consistent trend. We can go down the list of game companies. Ubisoft, Bethesda, Bandai Namco. We can keep going. That's the sad part. And it's not just the developers, it's the publishers, too. Both. Right? At a point in like the PS3, Xbox 360 era, it was more of the publisher, right? Then it started becoming the developer too. I mean, Capcom had a bad period of time too. They didn't know what the hell to make. Think Bandai will make a Tekken 9? Yes. It'll take 7 years. They got to milk Tekken 8 first by making expensive DLC. COVID, I remember when DVD was new. You on Deer style code yet? I'm having a streak of bad luck. Lamau, the video code says ban you. I stopped liking Mortal Kombat after they went 3D. I don't mind the first Mortal reboot. I think that was like a really good reboot, actually. I think it was pretty good. I think Mortal Kombat X and the story is like where we're getting like, okay, Johnny Cage and his children are the chosen ones. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I could buy this with these new characters. And they just did another reboot anyways. Like even Warner Bros. And was it NetherRealm Studios? They don't even care. Ed Boon doesn't care. Money me, please. To be fair, and also becoming Fortnite of fighting games where you just have every character you want in the game. Let's put Omni-Man in I almost said Tekken. Let's put Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, sure. To be fair, just bank off someone else's IP, sure. To be fair, Marvel started experimenting with prioritizing verticality, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, because hyper jumps. Then Marvel 1 and 2 took the concept to the next level. Right, but my problem is comboing off the ground is not a fun experience. The problem is fighting games became more like playing solitaire, where it's just extremely one-sided. Dude, I remember watching Evo matches of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm like, what is even the point? MSP, Magneto Sentinel Psylocke, Magneto Sentinel Psylocke, Magneto Storm Psylocke, Magneto Storm. Who's the other one? Cable. And it's just like things coming out like frame 1. I'm like, dude, I'm done. There's no it's near impossible to react to half this shit. You guess wrong once, you're dead. Like, I don't want to play Minesweeper or Solitaire. Okay, I actually do like competition, but not so overwhelming that you just Goomba stomp everyone to death. Duke's too long, didn't read, so you don't have to watch a 3 to 4 hour stream. Company's lazy, easy cash grab. Quarter cutting, and people will still consume because they don't care enough. Well, I talked about eBay too. Look at the screen. Do you forget what you're even looking at or you even watched it? Also, eBay shopping. Bandai are the toy company that owned Gundam. Namco were the actual lane developers. Right, but then they merged in 2005. And they have like the worst name. It's either Namco Bandai, but what is it? Namco Bandai Holdings, Bandai Namco Entertainment. They're like subsidiary of themselves. It's very confusing. It's like it's worse than United Kingdom, Britain, Great Britain, England, that nonsense. All games are doing random guests now. Then you wouldn't like MVC2 online. Well, of course, I don't think MVC2 is a bad game, but like Infinites and these concepts are not good or healthy for a fighting game, right? I just don't think they're good. Cable's busted, but I'd argue it's because his box art, man. Psylocke, like, was it how many frames does it take for her assist to come out? Her uppercut? Like 2-3 frames? Frame one? It's pretty quick. Like, it's hard to like, things are so hard to counter that you basically either have to predict everything correct, right? Which 50-50 mix-ups are not fun to predict either. You know? Look at Third Strike, right? And I think those Third Strikes busted too, right? Chun Yun Ken, I got it, right? But look at the idea of getting up off the ground, right? You got many options. You can either block low, block high, crouch and block, parry low, parry high, right? You have a lot of defensive options, right? But if you remove most of those defensive options, it wouldn't be nearly as fun of a game. It just wouldn't. Marvel Rivals, though, is great other than unbalanced matchmaking, their main source of income being the Gooner Slop cosmetics. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a better version of what Overwatch was than what Activision Blizzard did. It's basically it. You know, they actually don't, or try to make characters that are relevant to the series. They don't make them ugly. Like, obviously, you can argue every character. What character's truly ugly in Marvel Rivals? Are you going to say the Thing? Do you think the Thing is like asymmetrical, ugly? Boils, Acne, Jeff? You think Jeff is ugly? Ugly, like disgusting to look at, repulsive, a pain in the eyes. I don't know about that, man. I know a guy who said Psylocke at Phase 2 was hot, and they'd be correct. What characters? What characters ugly in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Amingo. No, that was bait. Yeah, clearly. I'm not getting sucked up by the Jeff Super bait. That was ridiculous. I can't believe they gave Jeff a curvy super. I don't know what. Swallow him up, spit him off the edge, and most characters couldn't recover at the time. Spider-Man could. I mean, there's some characters that could, like Venom could. If the skill was available, if it wasn't, you're just basically dead. But Street Fighter 3 is more like a conventional strategy game like chess. I know. That's why it's really good. But, like, it has good defensive options, too. You can really kind of judge a game by its defense more than its offense. Right? That's why I talk about Tekken 7 and 8, modern Tekkens, is that even when you're doing Korean backdashing to cancel your first backdash to get to the second backdash faster, it's not a far enough distance. There's a good video about it. Like Tekken 8 backdash, I can't remember the title of it. Tekken 8 Bad, where he went into depth to describe why the movement in Tekken is the most fundamental thing about Tekken. Why it makes it a 3D fighter. Because if you can't sidestep, there's no point in making it a 3D fighter, correct? Look at Street Fighter 6. Can you sidestep at Street Fighter 6? No. Do you need to? No, because that's not how the game's played. You still have 3D models, Mortal Kombat. There's still 3D models. But if you can't sidestep properly, what's the point of it being a 3D fighter? Arena fighter, whatever you'd like to call it. Everyone is mommy or daddy. Even the ugly characters are somehow attractive. Yeah, because it makes better sales. Would you want to look at ugly characters all the time in your fighting game? Look at Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is like the perfect example of making strange and unusual characters, but not necessarily making them like a stigma caused in your eyes, okay? Cataracts to form, right? Do you think Sasquatch is fundamentally ugly to look at, right? Or the fish guy that I can't remember the name of, or Bishamon. And these are some weird characters, okay? They are absurd to look at. Who is this Sasquatch guy? His hands and feet are too large. That's a Capcom special. You know, big hands and big feet. He looks strange. He doesn't really necessarily look like what you'd envision a Sasquatch to be. He's built like Wario if he was a Sasquatch, but I wouldn't say he's necessarily ugly. Gerald from Core Gaming probably talked about Tekken. Yeah, probably. It was not that from them, though. It was from another channel. They had like, it was just like 30 minutes long. Even Bruce Banner human form, who I'd say is the closest to ugly I could see the appeal to, because the people of the femboy twinks. What ain't femboy? It's got asymmetrical. Okay, when I talk about ugliness too, I also talk about this mathematically. Asymmetrical, right? One eye's lower than the other one. One eye's larger than the other one. They have good symmetry. Its symmetry is usually used as a form of beauty. Look at the Vitruvian Man. Look at the golden ratio. Usually good symmetry is usually a form of beauty. Curves are a form of beauty. Chat, do you want to watch Duke play New Vegas? No. Curiously attractive fish fan. Exactly. Golden ratio, yes. 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, which is approximately 1.618. Which is closer to an aspect ratio of 16 by 10, ironically enough. I like that they tried to make the Sasquatch look cute. Well, yeah, I mean, Jeddah doesn't necessarily look like completely another malevolent. He doesn't necessarily. He has the edginess of the 90s, but he's not like grotesque or ugly. Well, you got like Fetus of God or whatever. That map is like grotesque. You know, I argue. But I don't think the characters themselves are necessarily ugly to look at. Bruce Banner's a nerd, not a femboy. Well, he's got a Twinkie body is what they're talking about. He's like super skinny in Rivals. Because Capcom originally wanted to do a fighting game based on the Universal monsters. For someone at Capcom USA said it would be better to do original designs. I agree with the original design. Well, you could do the concept. You know, Mummy, right? Anacharis? Anacharis? I don't know, I'll probably say his name. Dimitri's a vampire. It was a good idea. You know, obviously, but Lady didn't care. All right. We can start playing a game now. That's not New Vegas for the 15th billionth time. Look at the background I used for Tekken 5. Look at that. That's the box art, I think, for the North American version. Or the NTSC, as they say. But sometimes Japan has a different from... Because the PAL region some have different box art. I've showed that in Tekken 4, but... You know, fine. We can play Darkstalkers again. I don't care. Screw it. Let's play Darkstalkers for the 15th billionth time. Just to show this off. Darkstalkers 3. And it looks insane on the CRT, by the way. I'd recommend one time in your life to get a VGA monitor. Also, this is upscaled. I probably should downscale it. Oh, my God. Namor, though, is low-key a little ugly because he looks very douchey. That's not... Don't... Looking like a douchebag sometimes isn't about being ugly. It's more like, you know, resting bitch face for women? Men have that, too, when the eyebrows are pointed down. They got the predator eyes. Never twice the same color. Donovan's straight up a JoJo reject. Let's play this for the 15th billionth time. I like talking about this game. Might as well do a video at this point. Why is it not showing... All right, hold on. Look at my list of games, dude. Why is it not showing it? Oh, there you go. There's Twitch. There we go. I got it. Okay. Widescreen. What the? Because it's on the IPS monitor right now. All right, you guys can watch this intro. It's good. Goated intro. Good stuff. Here, you can even listen to it. That Morgan looks terrible, though. I ain't gonna lie. That Morgan looks... Lilith looked fine on the side, but Morgan's, like, realistic face was bad. Also, flashing lights. Hold on. It was pretty quick. Look at this art, dude. Because RBF... Because of his skull. Yeah. Look at this game, dude. Look at this freaking game, dude. Here, hold on. We need to... Let's just go in training mode. Let's just go in training mode. I'm going to show off... Talk about what I was talking about before. Let's do... Because Pyron's insane. Auto turbo, whatever. Power! Pyron's insane in this game, too. No, Lilith was the one I wanted to show. Is that orange hair? Also, hey, the sprite colors changes when you pick the certain color. Hold on. I need to put this... I need to put it to original graphics. Original, or close to original. This is upscaled, so it doesn't count. Okay. But I want to do it as close as possible. Or I should do automatic. Oh, did it do automatic? And obviously you're seeing this on a IPS, well, not IPS monitor. You're seeing it without scan lines. I'll put scan lines on, actually. I could do that with this. Where is it at? Where's my scan lines at? Uh-oh. Hold on. Do automatic. No, hold on. Software. There it is. There we go. It's not 60 by 9. Let's do 4 by 3. Where's it at? Where is... How did I do scan lines in this? Oh, it's post-processing. There it is. Hold on. I'm going to be doing extremely sharp scan lines. More like Trinitron stuff. Can you see it? It's a bit darker now because the scan lines darken the image. As well as tint. You notice that most monitors, CRT monitors and TVs have... Namor's Cuck. This is one of my favorite fighting games ever. The colors depend on the input and play mode. Yes. It's funny how the CPS2 engine doing widescreen was actually a bug and not a feature. Yeah. What is it? When can you change? I guess I can't change. Can I change the brightness of it? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can change the spacing. There we go. Hey, wait a minute. That's good. Hold on. Kind of. There we go. That's a good idea. Oh no. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea. The scan lines are too opaque. Like I could change the thickness, but that's not what I want. Oh my god. I mean it's closer, but that's not it. to what I'm trying to do 240p. It'd be something like this, right? This isn't 1:1, but it'd be something like that. It'd be a little bit brighter. I couldn't change the brightness with this one. Why is it not? There we go. Sometimes it just OBS doesn't do it right. But this looks insane with proper scan lines. I know this is only like a proper or improper emulation of it, but just the animation of these two characters is insane. And how many frames it takes to actually come out. The cum demon. No, he's not made it. That's green. Or it's not more like a green, blue, teal color. Terrible scan lines. I know they're not the best. And they're not really dark enough to really emulate 240p. Obviously, you'd have to get a legitimate one to do it 1:1. But that's all that's available for this emulator. But just showing this off is insane. I also like, dude, the freaking character. I don't actually. My issue with the character portraits is that they're hidden behind the health bar half of it. I don't know why. Wax is a great emulator that specializes in CPS 1-2 games. And I could have just did Fightcade instead of Duck Station, but this thing is a beauty to look at. Also, there's a weird deinterlacing problem on the PlayStation with this. As you can tell, it has a combing effect where half a frame would show up for, or not half a frame, 30 frames would show up for half of that frame, and the other 30 would show up for the next second. I should say second. It's 30 frames per half second, so it's 60 frames for 1 second, but they alternate. That's why you see that combing effect. It only happens on Lilith and Morgan. It doesn't happen on the other characters, as you can tell by Pyron. Doesn't have it. Oh my god, this game is insane. But this game is insane as well. Like, the damage you can do with these characters is insane. I don't even do it. Wait, hold on. There you go. Do all the cool Pyron stuff. There you go. This guy can also hit an enemy on the ground too, but you have to combo into it properly. There we go. Let's get the second Pyron out. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Look at him go. Look at the second Pyron. I mean, this guy was the boss of Darkstalkers 1, so of course he'd be good in Darkstalkers 3. This is a PS1 version. No wonder it looks so rough. Yeah, yeah. It still looks pretty good. Well, the scan lines don't. But yeah, this game feels good. It plays good. Let's seriously switch to an arcade version. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It feels fine. It's okay. Oh, look at that. Yeah, but that was an EX. Just hitting the person on the ground required an EX move to do it. Probably play on Fight Tape for the best performance. Okay, okay. Okay. Bunch of sticklers out here. Fine, I'll play on Fightcade. Fine, I'll show Darkstalkers 3 on Fightcade. Here, look at Tekken 5 on Fightcade now. I kind of wish they had the other Tekken games on Fight. Do they? No. Wait, do they have Tekken 3? No, they have these weird alt games that like bug games. Or not bug games, but modded games. There we go. What's Vampire Savior? Lord of the Vampires, right? Because they have the Japanese names. They don't have the English names for some of these. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Whatever. Hold on. Gotta test it. You go to test game. And these have scan lines you could put on too. I think I might put scan lines on here. Yep. There you go. I'll put scan lines on. Oh, why is it stretched to screen? I gotta put this in 4:3. Hold on. Correct aspect ratio. There we go. That looks better. Oh, there we go. And bam. Look at this, dude. Hydrate. You got it, Yeeter. I got you. This is one of the fighting games of the stream. Hell yeah. Have you ever played God Hand before? Yes. I mean, the compressed audio is missing frames. There you go. This one has Fightcade scan lines, which is why I put them in my videos. I won't probably for Tekken 6 and all that. They didn't have them. Or didn't have them. They were played on an LCD more than likely. Look at this game, dude. Also, wait, hold on. Yeah, this is the, yeah. Oh, no, this is the first game. Yeah. No, it's not. Lilith's right here. This is my guy, though. This is my main. Demon Cradle all day long. They say Lord of Vampires, both of the coolest and most confusing name I've ever heard. It's a Japanese name. Yeah. Oh, why am I playing on stick? Morgan looks good in the intro. This face looks good. The face that's used in the intro, not as much. Oh, I didn't have infinite time. Reset. 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 Go back. Go back. Reset. I said, you know, I don't care. I'll play on stick. Why not? Yes. We'll just play turbo. I won't do auto turbo. But here you go. Oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, no, no. Don't. Victor, please. Hold on. I messed up. There we go. Pause. I can't pause. What am I doing? Demon Cradle! Oh, midair fireball. You got it. Woo! Oh, I missed the midlight bliss. It's over. God, this game is so fun. Remembering the names of things. Demon Cradle. There you go. There you go, chat. Oh, it looks squished on this. No, it's because I'm on a CRT. It looks squished. You mean 4x3? I kind of made everyone except Anakaris and Victor. Also, Dirty Ray was the work-for-hire studio who Capcom outsourced for the development of Vampire Hunter Savior. Dang. Dude, the colors in this are amazing. Oh my god. Turbo Link was fast auto blocking. Turbo Auto is fast and auto blocking. Right, right. I ain't no coward. Oh my goodness. Why are you Vegaing me? Queen Bee? Queen Bee? Queen Bee? Queen Bee. Queen Bee? QB? Come on. There you go. Just throw a bat at you. Screw attack. There you go. That's not the real screw attack. That's for Metroid. Dude, I was playing Metroid Prime on my monitor. I was like, holy hell, this game is dark as hell. I had to turn the brightness up on that game. You couldn't see crap. Yo, Midnight Bliss! The guy who did Dimitri's voice also voiced Hiei and Yu Yu Hakusho. Fun fact. Nice. Ah, my female minions. Morgan, you will be mine. He says, I just whooped your ass. Why is it pulsating? Was that normal? I don't think that's dithering. That was weird. Boletta, that's right. They had the name changes. She's called Boletta in this, in the Japanese version. Boletta. B-Body Hood. How about Boletta? Oh my goodness, my EXs are hitting. Demon Cradle. Morgan's actually the voice of the Great Fairy and Ocarina of Time, and Dimitri's the voice of Link. Let's go. Shout out to Japan, just because I can. Demon Cradle, dude. Oh my god, Boletta's going crazy. Monster combo. You know, I think I like Dimitri. I think I've said this before. I like Dimitri because he plays like Akuma. He kind of has like Akuma-esque movement. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Oh, I wasted another midnight. Oh! Oh, I didn't even capitalize on it. Here, have a fireball bat. There you go. Good EX. I'm not going to do it like I did Morgan, where I just jab everyone to death. Okay. You're annoying me. You're annoying me now. Boletta. How are you not dead yet? Jeez. EX Demon Cradle. Sick. This game looks awesome. I think the scan lines on here are way better than the PlayStation 1s that I had on there. But it's serviceable. It's not the best. But, like, mine are pretty sharp. It makes the game pretty sharp. Apparently, being morbidly obese could save your life someday. A stray bullet could stop by a person's belly fat alone. Do you know how fat you have to be? What bullet? What, you think a 22 long rifle is going to get stopped by that? Like, what? Do you think a 44 Magnum? What are you thinking? 45 ACP? Come on. 357 Magnum? What are you thinking? 30, what is it? 309? Gallon is literally rushed down the character. Yeah. Alright. Rush. Well, I mean, this game's really fast. I mean, it's kind of. It's not saying you can't play defense. That's not what I'm saying. But this game really wants you to be aggressive. This is one of the more aggressive fighting games. Like, to get in. Just get in. That's all. Like, if I say anything about Darkstalkers, it's get in. So you can play defense and obviously counter. That's normal fighting game stuff. But, like, there's so much movement. You jump. Colt 1911. Right, which uses a 45 ACP bullet, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Talking about random bullet sizes and freaking Darkstalkers. Yeah, Karis, quit being goofy! Stop with your freaking teleport hands. Oh, that was an Akuma kick! You see that? Karis did an Akuma kick! Or actually, it was Ryu and Ken, I think. Oh! Azuna drop! Well, I didn't spin, but it's an Azuma drop. Azuna, not Azuma. Azuma? Oh, man, this game just feels good. Walter PP. Well, we're talking about the type of bullet he uses, not the model of the gun. I would think a simple weak pistol. A Derringer? Yeah, a Derringer? The whatever bullet size a Derringer uses? Sure. Lilith. Look, it's Lilith, dude. Yo, it's Eyeball Train with the weird map. These maps are cool, too. Okay, Lilith, please. Please not Morgan. She has a different moveset than Morgan, too. Look at that! Did you just see her? Oh, I forgot. She has like a playful back walk. Nice, good combo. Yeah. I'm thinking of Clay Fighters right now. Wombo combo. Funny, silly, goofy, itty-bitty combo. Jesus Christ. Lilith is whooping me. Guard cancel? On me? You guard cancel the mighty Dimitri? Oh, EXD. Oh! That was a sick move. I don't know all of Lilith's moves. I don't really play her or fight her very often, but it's crazy. I played Morgan more. Oh, my God. You see that EX? The skipping, yeah. Tiptoe through the tulips. Lilith does not care. Because she's the playful part of Morgan, I'd say. Maybe more sadistic, but playful. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, dude, I thought I did Midnight Bliss. Oh, God. I got... Why, what, that Ripperoo sound effect? Oh, I don't have any meter. Or not enough meter for what I want. Oh, God. Get Midnight! Oh, I did... Why am I EXing in midair? Am I insane? Oh! Freaking sick! Okay. Darkstalkers perfectly balances the holy trinity of cool, sexy, and funny. Yeah, goofy. No titty! Well, this is basically what is it? Ion me? From eBay go. Yeah, Ray. Ray. Alright, there we go. Oh. Oh! There we go. Dang it, come on. Stop reading my inputs, clearly. Oh! Sick EXs. Or supers, actually. I think that was a super. I don't know if that was an EX. Oh, God. Doing it at the wrong time. Maybe I should have went to the D-pad. Oh, the wrong time to Demon Cradle. Oh, that was actually a good time. You can jump pretty far in this, too. That's what I also noticed. God, the movement's so good. So fast. Oh, my God. Okay. Do I do the Morgan strategy where I just jab? Uh-oh. No way. Don't do this again. Don't do this again. No way. No way. Why can they not block the jab? Is it too fast? Why even play? Like, just block and jab is insane. Okay, I've already done a video on this, but as a joke, but I actually might talk about it more if I ever do a Darkstalkers review. That was going to be a grab. She was going to command grab me. Oh, we got it. Let's go. Just walk up jab. Who cares? Who cares? Assert your dominance through the power of frame data. Who cares? Look at this. I shouldn't be coming close to winning. I'm just... What? Why? The pin pair is strong with this one. I would think a simple weak pistol... I already read that, yeah. Dimitri's just too good. Just throw out the jab. Who cares? Judo chop. Judo chop. Okay, this is what I'm talking about in terms of ugly. This is disgusting. It looks like we're inside a blood vessel that's been corrupted. But it's supposed to be a womb. Like this. Do you think a uterus looks like this? Looks like a weird sponge toy? Oh my god. Jeddah! Jeddah does too much damage. Because he's the boss. Look at that 4-hit combo. Calm down. Okay. Oh, how'd he block that? Dude, the jab is really good. Holy hell. What? Dude, that jab did... Oh! The sick under the blood fountain super. He was... Oh. Oh, that was a sick 4-hit combo. Jabs. Oh, no! Get it out! Oh, I didn't jump over it. Look at this fetus, dude. Insane. Disgusting, actually. You can see the umbilical cord, dude. It's called Fetus of God because Jedi is cultivating a new god. Yeah, it's disgusting. Also, Jedi, please. Fetus of God! Enough of your power. We don't need that. I wouldn't say that's a cute baby. That's all I'm saying. I gotta stop trying so hard. This is what I'm talking about. What's the point even trying to do combos when you can just jab your way to victory? This is insane. I might just do another clip of this. Jab combo number 2. Why? It's like this is normal difficulty too. I don't think it gets... They don't get weaker as you lose, I don't think. What? Just like, why even do EX move? I want EX jab. I joked about that before. Give me EX jab. Oh, yeah, we gotta fight Morgan now. Dimitri-san? Husband. What? It's like, you wretch. Enough of your play. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna do the jab game again. This is the original video. I didn't even care to block your soul fist. I don't care. I'm jabbing. Lady, I'm jabbing. I'm jabbing. No one cares about your soul fists. I'm jabbing. Okay. EX Shadow Blade is disgusting. Oh! Look at that get up, though. Do you notice how I bounce off? They're not bounce off the ground, but do a... Tekken actually copies that. But it's actually... You can hit someone doing that. I don't think you can hit someone doing that in this. It's the get up animation. Fast get up, I think. Okay. Jab's not working. Fun fact, the guy who voiced Jedi also voiced Jin in Tekken. Nice. Oh, I did Demon Cradle. Uh-oh. Am I going to have to switch up my moveset? Uh-oh. I don't think jab's working. Okay, EX Shadow Blade is disgusting. Oh! That was kind of sick. She was moving away. Nice. Chip damage. Oh. Oh! That didn't hit? Oh, no. Dude, look how far away you can move. That's what I'm talking about. Like, good defensive options. Oh, no! Oh, wait, this could be good for me. Demon Cradle! Oh, please. No! No! Jedi also voiced Dio in Heritage for the Future. Dang. Like with the character frames, Capcom fighting games would make stages by scanning watercolor paintings and then editing and animating them on the computer. Freaking sick. I read that on my CRT. That's what I'm saying. I'm using my CRT to read you guys. I'm not playing this on the CRT. I'm playing this on the big monitor. God, this game's good. What the fuck? I mean, it's probably busted. I ain't gonna lie. What fighting game, like what, Street Fighter 1? I've talked about that before. It's like Street Fighter 1 might be the most balanced fighting game, but it's the most boring, arguably. It's up there. Shaq Fu? Oh, God. That projectile is not very good. It's too slow. Oh, that was going to be sick. Oh, the EX Demon Cradle. Defense game is strong in this game, though, I gotta say. I think it's satisfying to play defense, too. If a game doesn't have satisfying defensive mechanics, I mean, it's still playable, but defending's part of the game. Besides the movement and offense, no means no. No, Morgan, no! Shadow Blade! Shadow Blade! How about Shadow Fade? I'll chop off all your hair, give you a nice... We gotta give Morgan a nice fade. Oh, God. There, we got a jab. Go on with the jab. Yep. Corner jab. Oh, why did that not combo? How could you block during that? How could you, Morgan? I thought we were friends. I thought we were husband and wife. That super's so goofy. Oh, see, you can even go. I think that's what's unique about this game, too, is being able to go behind your opponent on the ground is crazy. Oh, it didn't come out. It took too long. Oh, he's got the nice command grab. Or just grab. That's not a command grab. That's a grab. Like the forward heavy or whatever is just normal Capcom stuff. Oh, no, I'm going to lose. Oh, Jesus Christ. How did I win that? How did I win that one time? Dude, it's one of Morgan's best outfits and looks. It's crazy how she looks without the bat wings on the hair. Which we saw at Capcom probably traced a photo of a baby that added all those Guyver Devilman details before scanning. Or, yeah. Scanning it as Fetus of God. Yeah, probably. Can I not beat Morgan? Are you for real? Can I not? Come on. There you go. I don't want to play lame. Well, I mean, jabbing's lame, but it's more goofy. See, that's goofy more than is lame. The fact that the AI just can't handle jabbing as much. Oh, God. That's the cursed Midnight Bliss. Insane. Do they really get easier as you lose? Maybe they do. I don't know. Oh, EX Soulfist goes crazy big. Dang. They're enemies because Demon is the bastard king who claimed the throne of the Demon World after... Yeah. I know that. I just joking. Oh, no! Dude, that felt bad. Freaking Midnight Bliss at the EX Shadow Blade is disgusting! Midnight Bliss, come on! Oh, that's fine. Oh, you like air blocking, chat? You like air blocking? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't lose even... I'm sorry. Excuse me. I was air blocking. Let's go. We did it, chat. We saved the city. I don't really got much else to talk about in terms of video game stuff. Like I said, I stream it once a week. That's about it. Jedi's pretty fun to play, actually, too. What's his name's? All about... Yeah, you guys said all about... Lele, Bishamon, Bullet... Zabel! Morgan. Gallon, I do like John Talbot, though. You talked about Gallon before. Too long didn't they be beefing for the throne of hell, yeah. Then this guy comes in. He's like... I like John Talbot, too. Oh, okay. Well, sure, why not? Auto Turbo, sure. Ew. What is his color palette? Sure, let's try Lilith out. I've never played her. I play Morgan. I don't play Lilith. Shadow Blade. Oh, God, she feels good. What the? I shouldn't say that. Don't clip that. No, I didn't say that. She's a very fun character to play as. There we go. She feels good. All right, calm down. All right, calm down. Dang, she might... she might feel better to play than Morgan. Dang. Dude, she has her... Dude, they cared. Oh, they cared. They cared. They cared. Gallon is actually a clever name because it sounds like Garo, the Japanese word for wolf. Why don't we just call him Garo, then? Because that's not clever enough? Garobane. That'd be cool. Why don't they just call him Garobane? It would just be Wolfsbane then. Right? Isn't that a cool name? Garobane? Garobane! Shadowblade! Garobane! Wait, how good's jab with Lilith? Ooh. Oh, she gets different jabs? What? She gets a faraway jab and a close jab? Interesting. I completely missed my EX Shadowblade. Yeah, she calls it Shadowblade too. Oh, that command grab! That was a command grab, actually. God. Shadowblade! Shadowblade! Oh, I got it off! Let's go! Let's go! Wow. Yeeter. Yeeter, I don't know if Yeeter's still here. Look at this. The stage is on the side of a building. Oh, my God. They cared. What were they thinking? What were they thinking in a good way? Fun was a priority back then. just pointing that out. God, that EX Shadow Blade's good. Or feels good. Oh! Dude, Felicia could go crazy in this game. I know that for dang sure. You bump up the difficulty with Felicia, she's going all over the place. Look at it. Like, she's not even going as crazy as she could. Like, John Talbane. Dude, a John Talbane versus Felicia match would go crazy. I'm talking about rushdown characters. Oh, my goodness. Titty Kitty. Yeah, absolutely right. Oh, look at that. You know what this also reminds me of? Skullgirls. Skullgirls has, like, the... Philia's kind of like Lilith in that regard, of using, like, her hair to do things. And Lilith uses her wings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Savior uses a lot of remix stages from Darkstalkers 1 and 2, I bet. Yeah, this was more like a... Not a sequel, right? It's more like DLC, per se, like a 2.5, right? Kind of like Dark Resurrection was to Tekken 5. Where it's just like balance updates and added stuff. No, actually, the console versions actually had a lot more stuff in them, usually. Because it's just arcade. I can't do anything else. I can't do training, I don't think, in this. I think it's just a this is just the arcade version. Like, the console ports usually had more stuff. Jesus, Dimitri. Okay, good. Ooh! Tech hit, baby! How about not? How about not? EX Shadow Blade, baby! God, look at these backgrounds. They're not crazy. Okay, listen, the backgrounds are not crazy animated, but the fact there is that Savior is 3. Right, but there's a difference between... If you noticed in the PlayStation version, I had multiple different options to choose from because it was the console version. But I think in this version of Vampire Savior, I don't think I have those options to play. I think that's specifically Fightcade, but most arcades didn't have that. Like, look at Tekken 3, right? Tekken 3, you didn't have, like, Tekken... I don't think it had Tekken Ball. And all that stuff. That was added on the console version. I don't know if you do palette changes in this. Actually, now that I think about it... Wait a minute, hold on. I don't... Why am I... Like, I don't care if I'm winning. It's... Hold on. Because it's just the title screen and then you go into it. You don't have a choice of doing training options. Because it's supposed to be a copy of the arcade version. But like I said, the console ports usually had other stuff in it. Hence, I showed in that PlayStation version where it said training options, color palette changes. I can't. Oh! I'm a moron. There you go. See, the title screen, and it goes straight to arcade. You don't choose any other option. 102 and Savior 2 both released months after Savior 1, despite being inferior versions. Rest in peace. Lilith, dang. Is it really a bad character? I'm going to be honest. Does anyone in this game really feel bad to play? There's probably a tier list, of course, but... Oh, I don't want green. I literally chose 2 different colors of green. I guess we'll go back into it. I guess this isn't really a long stream. I don't really have much else to talk about. I'll just play Darkstalkers now at this point. Vampire, say hello to the vampire. Oh, nice. Dude. Oh, jeez. Well, they're all great. Trust me. We're pals, right? Dude got poured some concrete today. How was that? Did you pour rebar? Was it with rebar? Was it a foundation? What was it? Sidewalk? What kind of... Did you actually mix the concrete? Did you get the gravel and stuff? Did you have to do the giant mixer? Well, obviously, if you poured it, it means it came from a mixer or a truck, you know. There you go. Oh, my goodness. This game just feels wonderful. There's just... Man, and like I said, I don't have nostalgia for this game. I did not grow up with this. I played this as a grown-ass man. I'm just like... I think after playing bad fighting games, too, I've said this before, I had a greater appreciation for good fighting games. or why things feel good, right? I mixed and poured 2,500 pounds by hand. You didn't. Well, what do you mean by hand? You didn't mix it inside of yourself and then split it out. You mean you mixed it into? You're telling me a ton and 500 pounds? That's crazy of concrete. What? You pouring a foundation? There's like 24 unique pallets you can choose from, and you can make your own in the console version. Darkstalkers 3. It sounds like you're pouring foundation for something. I don't think that's for a sidewalk. It sounds like a foundation. Are you building the... I mixed it with garden hoe and a bucket. No, what? What are you talking about? What? What are you talking... Yes? What? You're telling me you mixed concrete in a freaking bucket. What is wrong with you, dude? Yeah, 2,500 pounds. Are you from, like, ancient Greece? Like, what? Are you in the BC era? Why? In a bucket, if this is true. Bro, don't act like you don't have money. Okay, I've seen the camper. I've seen the Kawasaki's. I've seen the truck. You're not going to tell me you don't have cash to buy a mixer or buy a... I'll have some shots later. There's a video already up about it. What? Okay, we'll watch this video after this match. I don't... Out of a bucket. Okay. I'm going to watch it and be like, no, it's not a bucket. You were just tempting me to watch another one of your videos. There you go. Oh, what? God, this game is just press buttons. The game, I love it. You just combo into anything if you want. If you feel like it, just do it. EX fireballs in midair. Who cares? I just like pressing buttons. It's just so satisfying to press buttons. Press them. Who cares what's happening on screen? Just press the button. Oh, her leg looks broken. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, well, I actually might just... Well, you can probably main anyone in Darkstalkers and feel satisfied, but... All right, where's your video at, Austin? What's up, Star Plague? We're going to watch someone pour concrete, apparently. Austin! Go to channel. Yeah, your foundation. You're freaking pouring a foundation. Okay. Out of a bucket? Out of a bucket. Out of a bucket? Hold on. Hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Bro just does not care. Yeah, you're pouring a foundation. This looks like a foundation of the house. Wait a minute, you built the house before, or you built the shed before the foundation? Are you insane? Ain't no way you built the shed outside. Darkstalkers is awesome. Yes, we just played third of it. Bruh, no way. You just... Okay. I like how I typed the URL into the search bar. You can do that too. This dude... Okay, no way. What? I poured the floor of the shed today, most of it. But you did that after you already built the walls. What are you doing? You're supposed to build... I guess you could do... Whatever. Whatever, man. It's your shed. Whatever. Or better yet, you could have just built it on a wooden platform. You didn't even have to pour concrete if you didn't want to. Actually, if you wanted to. You could have built, not 2x4s, whatever the freaking longest. You could just long boards and build, like, not like Lincoln logs, but you could actually build a wooden foundation instead if you wanted to, instead of pouring concrete. Whatever. I've seen it done multiple ways. This is certainly a way. I can't believe it. I don't think I've seen someone build the shed before the foundation, though. That's crazy. Yeah, you got to even it out. Get all that. Make sure it's all evened out. There you go. Bucket of coom. It's not a... That's not even what concrete looks like when it's mixed. It's not a tan. It's a brown. More closer to tan than it is brown, but it's more like a gray tan. Something like that. That's crazy. I can't believe you were... Well, no. Hold on. Wait a minute. You did pour some, though. There's clearly concrete here. Wait a minute, there's concrete here too. What the how did you... You made plywood for... No, it's not plywood. It's a... I'll draw it, actually. This is a good idea. I'll just draw it for you. Especially for smaller sheds. See, this is for people that usually rent or mortgage, or they don't plan on staying in a house for the next 30 to 50 years. Watch the first video. This is the second video. Okay, hold on. I'll put up the second video then. Which one? Oh, concrete foundation for shed. Okay, I knew it was foundation. And there's rebar. Okay. Okay. We're going to put bad concrete drummer, even worse math. I don't know, the fact that you're putting the concrete last instead of first? Are you for real? Okay, what I'm going to show you in Paint is another way to do it without having to use concrete. So it's easy to take down and easy to move if you ever move. Obviously, Austin does not plan on moving if he's putting concrete down. Okay, we're in Paint. Because you're not, it's just like, I mean, you could break up concrete with a jackhammer and stuff. I've done it before. That's not my point. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, chat. You could build a wooden foundation instead, right? That's easily taken apart so you can move it. All right, hold on. I got to shorten this because pop-out chat for Twitch was working. Okay, so here's like, this is like a metal shed, okay? Let's just draw this a metal shed. Metal sheds are easier to work with too anyways. Easy to build and easy to take apart. They rust, though. That's really the problem. It's like I helped someone build a shed before. Anyway, so instead of pouring concrete, the foundation was made out of wood, so it actually sits just a little bit wider than the shed, so it's easier to take down, and it's made of wood. Right, dude, the floor was wood and it was rotted. Right, but you can do the foundation out of wood. That's also the floor, and if you want to put carpet or whatever, you can also do that. Right, I cut the floor out of the existing shed. Oh! Oh, you didn't explain that because you didn't even tell me it was a foundation. I had to deduce because I don't know what a man's doing with concrete anyways. It's either he's doing a sidewalk or he's doing a foundation of something. 2,500 pounds sounds like a shed instead of it would a house. This is Paint. Look, okay. So instead, you can have a wooden foundation where you build it just slightly larger than the shed, of course, like this. And the boards would go like this across. Right? That's terrible. I can't. Oh, it'd be across like this. Or you could do it the other way too. But the whole point of why you build the wood on top is so it doesn't get rotted. And you can also put stuff on the sides to avoid the rotting. Right? That's kind of the whole point. That's not a... Okay. I should have done Paint. This was terrible. Right? But it's 3D. It's not just a floor. It's on the bottom like this. Obviously, it's like in a box shape. But the issue is, obviously, you're worried about erosion or rotting or mold or stuff like that from water. You're supposed to put, or not supposed to put, you can put like some type of covering. Not tarp, but you could put, oh, what the fuck is it called? Not insulation. That's not what I'm thinking of. It's not tarp. There's a special material you could put, if you wanted to, on top, before you build the shed on top of it. Load-bearing walls. Okay, your situation's different. The shed was already built. All right? I didn't know the shed wasn't already built and you just tore out the floor. Okay, it looked like, from my perspective, that the shed was already built and then you decided to pour the concrete. I'm surprised you just didn't take it all down. Honestly, if you're willing, okay, you went out of your way to make concrete. I'm surprised you didn't just buy wood and redo it. Or better yet, move it to a different location. But I think, well, clearly, if you're not tearing it all down, right, that you like the location, you like the wood, and you didn't want to use the money, whatever. Is that basically a pallet? Yes! It's essentially a pallet that you can do. I mean, that's how they do it that's how he's using it to pour the concrete too. You use wooden outsides to pour the concrete anyways. Usually, and then you can remove the wood if you want. Okay, you sound like it's like I've worked, well, I know someone who's done concrete for a very long time. So I was just saying that it's easier to do. So if you move, okay, for your case, if you don't plan on moving, who cares? Right? You just build the wooden frame, pour the concrete in, right? Put the rebar in, whatever. Well, this is really small. Okay? You probably don't need you use too much. Yeah, rebar's there just to help strengthen the concrete, help it prevent it from breaking. Excuse me. Also, I've seen wire mesh, or not wire mesh, it's wire. Like chicken wire being used in concrete before. I've seen like multiple different ways. All right, so what? Whoa, hold on. You pour, okay. Watch video on load-bearing walls to explain a lot of shed lore. Okay. Load-bearing walls. But that wasn't the first video. That's the second video. We're getting out of order now. My friend's grandfather was a master mason. Okay. Right, so you're doing like these weird... So this is what you're going to put the shed on top of. So you're going to do... This is so weird. You're doing like... Instead of just one big platform, you're doing it in subsections. Like you're doing like the length and the width. And, okay, this is interesting. I've never seen it done this way before, but... Yeah, it takes a lot of concrete, but they last a pretty good amount of time. Right. Well, you don't need to make it 1-to-1. The foundation could be slightly larger if you wanted to. That's not like you don't need to make it perfect in terms of that. It's just you want to make sure the shed can fit on the foundation, and you don't want to make it too small to where it can't, obviously. But it's fine to be slightly wider. Hell, you could actually, if you want to make the foundation slightly wider, it gives you more space to stack wood on the sides of the shed if you wanted to, instead of on the ground. If you wanted to do that, you don't have to, but yeah, well, you already done it. What am I talking about? That's also why the one I was talking about with the wooden platform was used in the back. It was a little bit wider in the back. Or longer in the back, excuse me. It was a little bit wider, but it was longer in the back, so we could put wood on the back of it instead of just putting it on the soil. It was chopped wood, obviously. Not pre-cut. I don't want to say that. Well, obviously it was pre-cut. You cut a tree, Jay. Okay. It was without bark and stuff like that, but I think it had some like fungi growing on it, mold or something. Use more than a single color. Yeah, he's using it. Yeah, you're building it out of plywood. I figured. Yeah, I can already tell that the wood was rotting. I can already tell that the wood was rotting. I didn't know you just wanted to repair it though. I thought you would just take it all of it down and then put it somewhere else or whatever. Twitch chat, are y'all still being normal? There's no one there. Yeah, you do. That looked like mold. Dude, why is it so black? It's usually, well, I know it's gray. I've seen a wasp nest, but that's pretty black. Is this yours? Did you just like, how long you been here, dude? There is two. Dude, you did the wrong, oh my God, dude, you cracked me up. Oh my God. Oh my God, the things you do, dude, freaking make me laugh. Kind of like the tire one kind of made me laugh even after understanding. That's right. Oh, you can't even see it. I don't even have it up. My bad. I had the paint up. Dude, he just kicked the wasp nest. I know there's probably none in there and it's old, but so funny. He just kicked it. Look at this. What the? I understand it's load bearing, but why would you risk that? In my understanding, building sites, we make the foundation a little smaller in the building so it can shed off water to the side onto the ground. Right, you could do that if you like. But like I said, if you put in a wooden frame, you wouldn't have to worry. Well, I guess you would have to, but it depends. Well, you're also making it out of wood instead of. Wait a minute, how big's the roof? Wait a minute, the roof should be. Wait a minute, is it? Wait a minute, isn't the roof longer than the shed? Why would you have to worry about it shedding off the siding if you just build the roof slightly longer? Right? Like on a house where it's slightly longer. So it's whatever. Or you could use a drain system if you wanted to.
I'll leave the shed where it is. I moved it.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
you did move it. Oh, wood stolen from the trash. I would not use trash wood.
And I'll leave the shed where it is. I moved it. I just lifted it up, basically like I don't know what you call it, a deadlift or something like that. I just grabbed this board right here and I picked this fucking corner up and I put some blocks under it. So the shed's not super light, but it's maneuverable, which I like.
What the? What is it? Is this green thing? I need to put my cursor on. Is that green thing? What is that? That's not a bird feeder, is it? What is that? Is that a bug zapper? Bro, you got a wasp nest. I don't know what that is. Is that a bug thing? Bug catcher? Whatever it was, it didn't work. Or maybe it did, and that's why the wasp died. The driving rains hit the side of the shed, and they run down. Well, that's because you made it out of wood. I was thinking more of metal stuff, but even metal can rust. That's what I said. I was thinking more of a metal shed. You're building a wood shed. Do you want to put? Oh, you're putting siding up. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. It's shit. You're building this like a mini house. That's what
so
kind
anyway,
of.
This footer on this side will be basically the same story. And the way that this shed was set up before was it was just sitting on top of grade, on top of one of these blocks, which is like
Jesus Christ. You can tell. Sitting on top of bricks is crazy. Gold can't rust. We should take Bikini Bob and move it somewhere else. No, he had to pick it up so he can remove the freaking previous
4
rotted
inches
wood
thick
foundation
or something
out.
like that. Or if you're measuring from the base of the brick, you know, this is at least 8 inches. That's a banger
easily.
of a brick.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
What the fuck? Dude, did you... Wait a minute. There's a little... Did you... Wait a minute. There's a door hinge on that piece of wood. Did you take that from a wall? Was that a part of the original shit? Or are you just using that to... Why is there a door hinge?
I just figured anything would be better than that. So, that shed...
Was that part of the original shed?
4 of them in the corners and really nothing underneath this plate. This bottom plate right here was just sort of sitting on top of the grass, taking a lot of water on. I guess this wasn't really sitting on top of the grass, but it was directly in contact with the grass.
I used some
because
scraps. So sorry to say, I thought the shed was even worse condition than how you were describing it, but
joist, and then there was a floor on top of that rim joist, and then this was sitting on top of that floor. So it was basically absorbing any water that came into contact with the rim joist. Just, you know, if you know how wood works, we're talking like capillary action. So basically the wood is sucking up water from the ground straight into
it ain't just that, it just absorbs water in general too. That's the problem with wood. That's why what the fuck
here. So what we'll do
what was that? I remember building a model ship, and how you had to use like a what the flip is it? It's not called, it's what, not Epsom. It was made of what? Balsa wood? Dude, that's over a decade ago. But you use like a specific coating also to help prevent water from getting in. I mean, how do you think ships floated? Without constantly drawing it. Well, I mean, to be fair, they got algae and stuff like that.
On the foundation we'll go in and we'll put
usually coated it
like a mud seal underneath this plate, and I'll replace this plate. And I think what I'll do is I'll even double it up, and I'll put it on a mud seal, which is like that foam thing that you kind of lay on top of the concrete, and then you set the plate down on that. And then I'll do some flashing. So I'll flash. I
also think this is an OSHA violation, but continue. Balsamic vinegar. No, balsa wood. It's a type of wood they used in ship modeling because it could bend. Right? If you're probably wondering, well, how the hell did they make wood bend? Balsa wood was a softer wood they could use to carve properly, right? Or they just carve it out of bigger pieces of wood. Yeah, you just take a big piece of wood, carve it into the shape you want it to, and then do it. But yeah, balsa wood was usually ship models and stuff like that. Easier to combine with. It was a long time ago. I don't know all the specifics. I was like, what? Oh, it was over a decade ago. I was helping build that. But I can't remember all the materials used to build it. That's a smaller scale, obviously.
So any water that kind of comes into contact from the side, like from the sprinkler system or something like that, will run down off of the building.
You could have put concrete on the outside of it too, so you didn't have to do that, right? That's what I also said. Because you're worried about capillary action, but if the water drains off the side on top of the concrete... Oh, never mind. Ignore what I said.
That's really the best I got. I don't really have
Ignore what I said.
Good ideas. Basically, that's it. So I got to build this other side here, or build the form for this other side, pour this other side, pour the back, and then what I'll do after that is I'm going to excavate this floor down. I think 3 inches should be sufficient. Probably do maybe more than 4 inches. I'll do like 1 inch of gravel. I'll do a vapor barrier. I'll do rebar or just that wire cage stuff. And then I'll throw a couple inches of concrete in on top of that.
Okay.
And then, this shed's in pretty rough shape.
No, it's not.
But I'm going to try to save
he's worried.
it.
It's not just that. He's talking about... Okay, so let me draw what he's talking about in terms of the siding. Right, I'll put it up on the screen. So the problem is he's worried about is the wood getting soaked from the siding, dropping it down onto the wood outside. What I was saying is that you put a little concrete barrier there so that it drips off the concrete. But the problem is also it's also the problem of erosion, which is you're going to have to deal with erosion regardless. Like, it's gonna have, like, it's not necessarily about the wood getting eroded, it's the soil around it. But I don't know, it's like you're in Denver, Colorado. I don't know how much, like, if you get bad floods or not. So what he's talking about is like, here, let's just draw the side that'd be sighting, right? So he's worried about the rain hitting this and then dropping straight down onto the wood side here, right? And he's worried about it dropping into the soil and then the wood picking it up. What I was talking about was putting, like, well, a coating if you wanted to, but some type of concrete barrier on the outside if you wanted to protect the wood. It didn't have to be super thick, but or what else did he use? Not rubber. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'm trying to think what it is. Not dry. It's not drywall. There was something. It was some type of coating or covering you could put there to not have to worry about it. That or just. No, he did. I can't remember what it's called. Never mind. I hear crickets and apparently outside, not from the video. Yeah. Dude, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, dude. Crickets usually come around mid to late July. Last till about September. They're out there mating. Top coat. Well, not just coating. It's not coating. Because you got to understand, he's talking about not just from the sides, it's sinking into the soil and the wood absorbing it. That's what he's talking about with capillary action. He's worried about the wood soaking up the water. My thing was like putting a barrier that you can dig. You could dig a barrier into and underneath the wood if you wanted to. Or that, or you just made it out of concrete. Or whatever. It's fine. But that's what he's talking about, worried about. So we'll see how this goes. Hold on, I gotta put it. I should just do 2 windows, but.
And then some new siding here. And there are some spots where the roof, this roof didn't get papered. So I might just, I have roof.
Do you plan on putting insulation in this? Probably not. I mean, you're doing a whole lot to build the foundation. I gotta say. That's got, well, I'd get pretty thin insulation. I don't know. Like, I don't know how fancy you're going with it. Dude, we don't want to talk. We don't want the foundation to extend past the building. Water would sit on the foundation and soak it to the shed. That's what you're worried about? Okay.
Paper in my house. I might just go ahead and do some repairs or something like that. Or
let's pick up my chair and show you. Okay.
The hole in the roof doesn't really matter. It's not bothering me that much. There's not really moisture in here, besides like what's come in from basically the sprinklers. You can see it's pretty crazy.
Dude, that wasp nest is still... You kicked that wasp nest and there's a wasp right there. Oh my god. But dude, you're so lucky.
Right there. Because there's like a, that seam, and there's basically no waterproofing on the outside of that. So, but I'll get it fixed up. I'll do exterior grade instead of this.
Oh god.
3/8 or
yeah.
whatever this is, plywood.
Yeah,
I'll do sheathing instead of that, and then I'll probably run some paper on the outside of that, and then I can do like a
sunken cost fallacy
siding or something, hardy backer. I'm not 100% sure on that yet.
That stung a lot. Yeah, I did. Let's just kick a wasp nest.
But it's
dude,
not
so
even close to
smoke
what a
them
new
out,
shed would be.
burn them. That's why. That's when you take the axe spray and
the exact same thing as the old shed.
the lighter, burn it.
They just have a floor and they put the shed right on top of it, so it's kind of a no-brainer to do it this way.
To be fair, I think they did that so they could move it. I think that's probably the reasons why, but it'd be difficult to move anyways if they did.
At least with the foundation.
I doubt they did. It's probably it seems like you're at an older house.
8x8 shed, and you'd have a decent foundation for that shed to sit on. So if this thing ultimately has to come down, no big deal.
What?
I just go.
Screw if it comes down, whatever. Big deal.
8x8 shed.
Yeah, I can see by that lock. This is definitely an older shed.
I assemble it right on top of the foundation.
I think it's already. Well, it looks like it already was repurposed. That someone already tried to work on it or whatever, and then stopped.
Here for like 15 or 20 years or something like that. It was here.
Dude, after 20 years, it looks this bad. And moved it here. Oh, see, yeah, okay. Dude. This looks rough for 20 years, I gotta say. Well, I didn't know what it originally looked like, to be fair, as well, but that makes sense. So a lot of this wood, I was about to say, a lot of this wood looks really new, unless that was you were doing, but it's already attached to the bad part of the wood, so I assume that was already built back then. But dude, so I'm impressed with some building, dude. I look at some old house like 1900s houses, and I'm like, dude, how does this wood look this good? I'm like, damn. Wood seems like it lasts forever. You don't get water on it or moisture. All right, hold on. Let's go to the picture. Oh, hey, it's looking good. That's looking better. I like this. I like this part. I like the grill. Wait, no, is that like a flat grill? What? I'm not gonna lie. It does look like you're just cooking it on asphalt, but it's obviously not true. Yeah, that's looking good. Foundation's looking good. So far. I guess when this is done, I'll show you, man. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says. Which one? Did you want me to do the evacuation of form stripping or concrete foundation for shed next? My old place was retrofitted from a storefront. Yeah, I've seen like schools from electrical warehouses. I've seen a lot of. Well, I know they're trying to do it more so now, like kind of not necessarily pod living. It's not necessarily like camper living either. I've seen what they were doing. Was it? Shipping vessels? Not shipping vessels. Shipping crates, stuff like that. Large metallic shipping crates. Blackstone griddle. Yeah, I was about to say that was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty flat. Looks really good. Okay, well, let's just do evacuation form stripping. He's doing it, man. He's doing it. This reminds me of these videos right here, because you sped it up as well. Reminds me of those do-it-yourself, those people that go out in the wild supposedly and build their own houses. That's what it reminds me of. There you go. Yeah, trying to. I'm surprised. You know, dude, if you had it sucked if you had to. Was there any clay you had to dig through? Dude, I've had digging in clay sucks. What happened to Darkstalkers? We're watching because we're watching Austin's video. He told me to watch it. He said he's pouring concrete. And we got into a lot of questions and answers. And I'm figuring it out. He's redoing a shed by not only fixing the foundation. He's got to fix the bottom of the wood. Obviously, unless he wants it open, he go ahead. Just put some mesh over it. It'll be fine. Just put the siding over the empty spot. That'll be good. Yeah, he's putting. Yeah, trying to get the stakes in there. Oh man. I just want. Yeah, dude. Most of the native soil is bentonite clay. Yeah, clay sucks. Cause you feel. I talked about that too. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Because like the first, like it's usually the joke is the first shovel's good, the second like shovelful is so bad. Like you're happy that you can dig your shovel to the ground, right? Even on some dry days, you're like, okay, the soil's not too bad, and then you try a second one. Right after that, and you're like, oh fuck. Because especially with gardening, it's definitely harder to grow. Especially because I know we just had an East Coast heat wave over a month ago. Was the 20th or 28th? Dude, just trying to water things is a pain in the ass. So my parents do gardening. I've learned some things from them. Well, I'm doing it myself. The fake jungle builders, usually they're companies that pay. Yeah, I figured, yeah. Actors get B-roll for an unrelated construction site and immediately abandoned after the video is published. Yeah, I think there was a video about that, talking about that too. Yeah, I tried to get the board in there. Oh, yeah, this sucks. Well, you're doing it by yourself. That's why it sucks, too. I just want to put that. You're also doing it by yourself. I thought this would be like not a four-man team, but at least 2-3 people helping you out here. But no, he's doing it himself. Look at him go. Look at him go. He is doing it. I was going to say, are you going to work on that corner and then not show it? Wait a minute. You didn't even put the camera down. Edit it out. Edit it. Cut. 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 What the fuck? That's last minute. What are you doing? Oh, you got the camera at the end. We can't see anything. You can't see you put the sticks. Oh. Propane and propane accessories. No, that's actually a. No, it's a, what is it, defumigator? No. I've seen that sprayer before. I just can't remember what it is. It's not, it might be a defumigator. I don't know. No. What the fuck? Because you pump it and then spray. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Hey, clearly, I need to go outside more. I need to go outside more, dude. I've been inside too long. Welding rebar and concrete form. There we go. There we go. Let's talk about this.
Okay, dudes. This is done.
What's up, gamers? It's Austin here, trying to build a foundation for my grandpa's shed.
So, I'll have a cold joint between, like, I'll have different pieces.
The worst part is the unfortunate owners of the private land that have companies exploit because they get stuck with all this junk on their land. Well, it's ironically some of the junk that was made was from the land, supposedly. You're right. There's probably stuff that wasn't actually there. They built with. It's like, well, we got to cover this all. Just take the Caterpillar, go out there, dig it up. That's my pump sprayer mix. Yeah, pump sprayer. Thank you.
And then I'll just shoot my other
for brush killing. Yeah.
Off of that.
It's like I've seen that before. Not the same size or necessarily shape, but similar to that where you pump and spray.
Lowe's concrete, Sackcrete. It's like
use it for many a thing.
With some kind of like.
Is it? Wait. This video is quieter than normal.
I didn't juice it up with anything. I didn't put curing compound or fiber mesh or anything like that in. Just straight in there.
Yeah, this soil is definitely hard as hell.
Tamped it down a little bit.
When you're just picking out chunks of the ground, yeah.
2x4, so just kind of solid.
Did you think about wetting the ground before you dug?
I got this thing.
Anyways.
There, so.
Oh my God, dude! Is your lawn okay? Are you guys getting? Are you getting through a heat wave too right now? Holy, dude! What's happening in Colorado? Did I miss something? Are they sucking the oxygen out of the Mile High City right now? Dude! What's happening, man? Oh my God, dude! I've always seen grass that bad from a heat wave. Sometimes they don't even try, just straight up recycle footage. Probably, yeah. Whatever makes some money. I like the potted plants and stuff like that, but like, what happened to your grass, dude? Is it okay? Is it gonna make it? You know what? Your grass reminds me of springtime, where it's where the snow finally melts. You see all the dead grass because there's been inches of snow piled on top of it. It's cold. Oh man.
Who gives a shit? I got this thing squared. To the
dude. I regret to inform you, but your grass is balding. You're gonna need some minoxidil or finasteride. Spray finasteride on grass to regrow it.
That's a sick caliber gun.
Why is this so quiet? Why is this one so quiet in comparison? Well, I'll turn it up for you guys.
357 Magnum. You guys are fucking out of your mind if you think we're talking about a SIG. All right. Anyway.
Did you say? Did you just talk about 357? Sig Sawyer? Sig Sawyer? Wait, hold on. Go back.
There. So it's a fucking mess.
Go ask Mr. Garrison, the guy from South Park University.
I got this thing squared to the patio, so 357 inches from the patio to this thing. Pretty significant number because that's a sick caliber gun. Anyway, not 357 SIG, 357 Magnum. You guys are fucking out of your mind if you think we're talking about SIG. Anyway.
What are you gonna get Sig Sawyer? Wait, like what?
And I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just kind of.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, it's something. You're doing something. I think you're doing okay.
Probably.
I think it'll be all right.
I would pour it. I have no idea. I don't think that there's a concrete guy that would really keep the shed, to be honest with you. I think if I asked somebody to come in and pour a slab for this shed, I'd just take the whole shed down.
Well, yeah, because, first of all, because the shed wasn't in the best condition. Let's eBay shop. You want two squishy toast after this video? We go back on eBay. What do you want? Do you even eBay shop properly? Do you even look for things, squishy toast? What are you looking for?
It's not too bad.
A Nintendo Switch. Hey, you might as well look for a Nintendo Switch on there. Maybe get one for a good price. Be able to bump the price on eBay, too.
Some bottom plates. But like the top plates and stuff, they're fine. This was just up on like those garden blocks. And it just had
apparently
like
not. No, we could do it after this video.
a rim joist, and then like.
Good luck to you, Austin. Oh my god,
like
dude, this costs so much. I eBay shop all the time. I'm usually doing it for vintage gaming. I'm looking for a 19-inch CRT VGA monitor. Yep, retro games. They don't have bad prices as much. Good luck to you, Austin. I hope it turns out all right. I think it will, based on how you got the footers and stuff like that. It looks pretty okay. I mean, listen, if the wood breaks, or the concrete, I don't think it's going to break. I think you should be more focused on whether or not the wood's going to rot or anything like that. All right, good stuff, Austin. Thanks for letting us know. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, let's go to eBay. eBay. Look at all those PNGs. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I had the two things up there. I got Vim up there. I got M1 Finance up there. Let's check out CPS2 game boards. Okay, we could do that. There's Tekken 5. There's no, that's not. Look, I say that's a CPS2 game board. That's not. What? Okay. I don't even know if eBay has them. I should put arcade game board, right? Oh, they do. Okay. I was like, I don't know if they have this. When they do. Wow. Bro, you even hesitated to say it right only to immediately say the R word again. What are you talking about? It's fine. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, CPS board, PCB, arcade, video game circuit, cat. Do you really want to pay $200 for the board, though? Only the board? Only the board, though? I don't know. Would you want to pay this much? $249 for Capcom Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of the Superheroes? M1 Finance, best couch potato. eBay. Retro gaming. I said it. Retro gaming. I'll say it again. Retro gaming. I got some footage today of mixing and pouring by hand. Just not a job for pussies. Or yeah, concrete's not. It's pretty rough. Yeah, just let the concrete sit on your hands. Just get a little bit on your fingers. Let it set. MVP as Winter Soldier. Let's go. Good job, Yeater. These seem pretty expensive, but I do not have a comparison to know what the original would be in terms of an arcade board would be, especially for Marvel vs. Capcom. This seems to be the more popular choice up here. There's another Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Located in Hong Kong! Located in the United States! Ridge Racer raved the chips. The suicide battery was for a DRM. When the battery dies, all the ROM data becomes unreadable. I remember, not necessarily exact thing, but like Game Boy Color cartridges. Worried about, especially with Pokemon with the battery. My next video series will be tiling a floor. Right on, man. Tile the floor. Are dead dangerous! F Winter Soldier. Anyways, what is this? $477, $1,000. We gotta look at this. $1,000? What? What? For this? Chap, for this? Would you? Could you in a box? I don't think so. I don't think $1,000. Like Zoink Scoop, that's a little too high. That's crazy. This looks cool, though. The resistor. You know, we got the two audio cables right there. I might get drunk and do a rant about Israel, too. I don't know. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, local everyday man. Actually, Duke, who did you main in Rivals? Mr. Fantastic when he came out. I tried the Thing. The Thing wasn't too bad. Venom and Mr. Fantastic were the two main ones. Look for Wii stuff. Well, unless you know what you're doing, if you get a CPS2 board with a dead battery, it's effectively a paperweight. They'll tell you in the description, but like I said, you can't guarantee. Because most of the time they'll say, you know, it's in the whatever's in the picture, it's okay. Dude, look at this! All these freaking asterisks. What Wii stuff? Okay, let's just do. We already looked at Wii stuff last week, but we can look at Wii stuff again. Because you have like these one companies that will have Many copies of Wii. I don't know where they got them from. They just might have a warehouse of Wiis. A mix of Hella and Moon Knight. Yeah, those are both whatever the attack class. I can't remember what it is. I played Moon Knight too, but I really preferred Mr. Fantastic because during that time in Marvel Rivals, a lot of the tanks weren't tanking very well. That was my biggest issue, is that Mr. Fantastic is like a weird cross between an attacker and a tank. He could really tank a lot of damage for his class, and I always liked that. He also had pretty good range despite not being a projectile-based character. Chinese clones, new and old. Yeah, refurbished. I want to try to get original. I don't like getting refurbished, but it is what it is. Look, is that $50 for a Wii? Really? Buy it now. Wait a minute. How many Wait, with 2 controllers? Okay, so you get a Wii to 2 sensor bars. It looks like it. AV cables, power cable, 2 controllers with nunchuck for $50 plus shipping.
Eddie, we must play Marvel Rivals.
2 controllers, cord bundle, and a home. If you get a Wii, by the way, bootleg Wii consoles are fun. They're probably not. I don't know if they're fun to play though. But if you're gonna get a Wii, I recommend component cables if you can get them. Don't get the AV cables or the RCA cables. Don't composite. No, it's the GameCube Wii. Yeah. I have mains for each role. Vanguard, I main Hulk. And then for the strategist, I main Cloak and Dagger. And then there's a penny I play Rocket for the team up. I never played healer. Because the problem is, what is it? The issue wasn't the healing. It was mostly the tanking I had a big issue with, and attacking. Tanking was a huge problem. It's like if you play with a bad tank, it's over. I had some complaints about Marvel Rivals. But yeah, this is a decent price. $50, 2 controllers, nunchucks, 2 sensor bars. That's a really interesting choice. All necessary cords. NTC, yeah, okay, US, Canada, yep. Made in China, this Nintendo Wii console is a reliable and tested product. Offers hours to take gamers. Okay. It looks pretty good. I don't know what the best model is for the Wii. I don't know which one. If you want like the blue or black Wii as well. I went to local Goodwood last week, and there was a filthy beat-up Wii, and with most of the silly accessories for about $65. Okay, so we're in good range then. If Goodwill has it at that price, then this is pretty good, actually. Better than DVD, at least. Yes, buy it. I'm not buying a Wii. I'm an emulator guy right now. Sorry to inform you, I'm an emulator guy right now. Like, I'm looking for a 19-inch, like, high-end CRT monitor. I'm not looking to buy consoles right now. Trust me, the Wii is not dying out in the next 10 years, okay? There's going to be plenty. I'm not really worried about buying old hardware right now. Especially because if I wanted to record video off of the Wii and stuff like that, I'd have to get an Elgato and stuff like that and hook it up to only one. No, I'd hook it up to my computer, that's right. And then I'd have to put it on the CRT monitor. It's a pain in the ass, so I emulate. Anyways. Bro, what? Oh, no, there's bids on that one. Wait, is the panel just broken off and no cords? Bruh, musical cords? Wii is great. I don't think Wii's necessarily the worst console ever, but the graphics were kind of lacking. And I know a lot of people who kind of don't care. In some cases, they do and don't. It's really weird. It really depends on what it is, but I don't really care for most of the Wii games either. Like, I was a Wii Sports guy. That's it. Like, Wii Sports. Didn't care for Twilight Princess. If I would play Twilight Princess, I'd probably just play it on the GameCube, if anything. I didn't care for Skyward Sword. I don't care for Mario Galaxy, really. Because this was my FPS era. Like, the PS3, Xbox 360 was FPSs for me, for the most part. So, yeah. Get the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Wii U. Actually, we should look. A good idea. Let's look at the Wii U. Let's see how much Wii U's are going for. Wow, $110? I don't even think. Wow. Yo, really? Oh, it's got the Wii Pro controller too. Hey, that's pretty good. The little red late generation Wii models they made in 2016 is the best one, despite lacking SD and internet. We would like to play. I don't think I'm buying a console for that, for internet. We would like to play. Remember those commercials? Yes, I talked about it in my Nintendo Switch 2 video. They knew how to market back then. Like Iwata and Reggie. Remember when Reggie and Iwata would throw hands at each other like they're fighting because I think that was for Wii Sports or something. Oh, these are terrible games. Well, Disney Infinity is not the worst thing in the world. PGA Tour 2010? Oh, for the GameStop? So what does this have? It'll say in the description. The console, which includes the pad, and comes with the Pro Controller as well. That's not bad at all. I don't know if this is an adequate price, though. I mean, shipping's fine. $20 ain't bad. I'm surprised that GameCube didn't do too well either. I'm not. You can't, like, my problem with Nintendo was doing, like, hey, let's just make the disc smaller. Okay. You realize we're in an era where we're not just playing games anymore. Right? We're watching movies, too. We're listening to music, too. We're doing all these other things. You know, you couldn't just sell on your console alone. At that time. I mean, Xbox sold better than the GameCube, if I remember correctly. Or they're around the same, which is kind of insane. Think about that. Hey, this I say new company, but new to making proper video game consoles could do that well even in the United States. GameCube is just bad sell. It's not that bad of a console. It's not. But the fundamentals of what made it what it was probably not the best. You know, and it was just also competition was way stronger back then. It was hard to beat the PS2. I'm just saying. Like the Slim didn't help either. Like when the Slim came out, I think it was already dead, right? The game, like by the time what was that? 2004, 2006 when the Slim came out. By the time or 2004, I think, when the first Slim came out, it was already over. And that was 4 years into the PS2's lifespan, and I think 3 for the GameCube. The Switch 2 is a definite go-to for me, especially when Nintendo is going to brick it over with the smallest things. Oh, no-go. Definitive no-go. My bad. Definitive no-go. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna change the display resolution of my CRT a little bit. I think I'm gonna do 1440 by 1080. Switch 1 was fine. We didn't need a second one. The GameCube using the mini CD was because Panasonic helped develop it and Nintendo was contractually obligated to use it. Yeah, that's just a bad deal. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. All right, let's go 14. Yeah, let's go 14 by 1080. That looks good. This is at 80 hertz, right? Now let's put it to 80. There you go. Yeah, that looks great. Looks good to me. Okay. Actually, let's look up a Nintendo Switch. Let's see what the prices are on eBay for the first console. $200 for the OLED. It's 23% off right now. Ooh. Wait a minute. Does it come with a stand? No stand? And scratches on the glass? I'll put toothpaste on there and rub it in. It doesn't even come with the stand? Come on, man. You're just going to charge you with that? Okay. Look up Wii Mini. Switch slop. Am I right? I think the Switch is slop. It's the I call it the Wii U 2, actually. I should start calling it that. The Wii 2U. 200 for this? Nope. Bombs? Good prices on eBay? It's yours, my friend. The Wii Mini. Is that like the PlayStation Mini? Oh my god. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, is this the red one you were talking about, Roland? The Wii Mini? Yo, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. What? 8 gigabytes? Yo, wait a minute. This thing looks cool. Wait a minute. Wait. So where's the disc on it? Does it have a disc drive? Is it on the side? Is it? This dude didn't really open it. Oh, there's the power button. I see it in the bottom left. What the fuck is that on the bottom right? Let me look at this one. This is probably a better picture. Dude, it's got good game. Wait. Sega Superstars Tennis, Big Brain Academy, whatever that is, Wii Fit, Jewel Quest Trilogy, Indiana Jones, and the Staff of Kings and Lego Indiana Jones 2. Okay. For 90, this is the better deal. It opens like a PS1. Really? Yo, I don't think I've ever seen this before. That's awesome. This thing looks cool. Well, it's simultaneously cool and archaic in the same way. You know, it's trayless. GameCube and the Mini CD is the good ending. The Nintendo Philips CDI games were the bad ending. Yeah, for the Nintendo PlayStation. Yeah, smoking crack. It's got a sensor bar. I would try to get component cables if this thing looks cool. I'm somehow easily impressed with this. I don't know why. I like the slim concept, right? I like slim versions of consoles usually better than the original because they look better usually. You know, the original PS3 is a fat brick of a console. So was the PS2. To be fair, I own a PS2. I own I think the second fat model they had. I have it in box with the Wii Mini Mario Kart bundle. This thing looks awesome. Besides the SD stuff and the other stuff I don't know. Does it have GameCube ports still? So for $99.99 for families who weren't reached for the Wii U, who didn't buy it, yeah, didn't want it, yeah. That's sad. Imagine having to resell, make a slim 10 years after the original, right? If this is 2016. The Wii U was 2006, if I remember correctly. Just because how bad the Wii U was. No. It doesn't have GameCube ports? Are you... What? Is this backwards compatible? No? No GameCube ports, and it's not backwards compatible either? Why? Why would you make a worse version? Wiimote only? Oh my god, that's bad. No, Nintendo, what are you doing? That's not how you make a Slim. Oh, what are you, or Mini, or whatever this? No. What are you doing? Oh, what? Wait, can you use the Wii Pro controller? As well? Wait a minute, does it have a Wii Pro controller port? Or do you hook that up to, can you hook it up to the Wii and make it work? Oh, no. What were they thinking? Oh, wait a minute. No, I was complimenting Nintendo. Well, I gotta reel back in. But never mind, reel in the line, boys. They can technically play GameCube games, but with Wiimote only. Ugh. No, thanks. Have fun playing Smash with a Wiimote. I did that with freaking Brawl. No, thanks. Good one. Haha. Okay, and that's one of the best Nintendo controllers and one of the best controllers ever made, the GameCube controller. Why would I do that to myself? Still use the classic controllers that plug into the Wii controller. Man, why would I would just buy a normal Wii at this point. Or one of the blue or other red one. Or I think they made a red color one that wasn't the Mini. This is... Oh, it just soured me on it. It soured me. You know what I mean? That's like, imagine if the PS2 Slim couldn't play PlayStation games. You'd be pissed. You know what I mean? I'd be mad. Or didn't have the things that it had on it before, per se. Well, to be fair, the Slim didn't have the hard drive space thing. I don't think. It's supposed to be a slimmer design, so it didn't have like the expansion box in the back, like the original PS2. The fat one did, but that makes sense. It's not really much of a stickler of a thing, you know. And also the Slim. I don't know if the Slim had a stand, the PS2 Slim, and it has no internet or SD storage. This is bad. Why the fuck would I buy this? Dude, you know how I went from being hyped to see something I've never seen before? Thought it was cool, a neat concept. Sad how it turned out to be that way, and then it just got worse from there. I don't even want to look at it anymore. I'd rather look at the Wii U. I'd rather buy a Wii U at this point. The Wii U is backwards compatible, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I just can't. Like, modern era is like guessing to think that something is or isn't backwards compatible. More likely not. Yo. Oh my goodness. 128 gigabyte SD card. Let's go. Oh my god. Look at this person just stacking the Wii U's. Are you kidding me? That's sad, dude. Every time I see like a bunch of consoles that didn't sell well and like a big bundle or a pile, it just immediately think of the E.T. game. Immediately, just thinking of just like a giant pile of consoles no one plays or wants anymore. That's free shipping. Oh, this is the Japanese Wii U. Where you can only play Wii U and Wii. That's fine. Well, as acceptable. I wish you could play GameCube, but I think if they actually went with the normal disc size, it would have worked. But I think it's more of the hardware of the Wii U. So this comes with a Wii U. That's the Japanese version. I think that's NTSCJ. It comes with a gamepad, a console AC adapter, gamepad AC adapter, stylus, high-speed HDMI cable, sensor bar, generic packaging. Okay. No games? No games? No games. $125 for the Japanese version with no games. I don't know about that one, Chief. Like, I'd rather just buy this Wii. This Wii literally not only is backwards compatible, it literally has 2 controllers with nunchucks and 2 sensor bars. I think that's what that second one is. I don't know what that. They look like the old and new sensor bars actually. At least there was the eShop for GameCube emulation. Yeah, if you wanted to do that. Well, I wouldn't be buying a Wii for the eShop. I would just buy a Wii if I actually wanted to play a GameCube game. I'd just put it in. God, the Wii was... It also has the... if you notice, it also has the bottom stand for the Wii. Just pointing that out as well. This is only 50... Dude, I mean, I don't know if I'd recommend it, but if you don't have a Wii, here you go. Standard Wii mode or Wii... that's standard Wii, I think. Yeah, it does... Wait! Yeah, these are standard Wiis. It doesn't have the Wii Motion Plus. It doesn't have the attachment at the bottom. Nor does it have the rubber grips around the Wii. As well. So you swing and hit someone with the Wii. But this is only for $50, well, plus the shipping. To that zip code. That's not mine. I don't know who the zip code that is. But less than $60 for all this? I think that's a pretty good deal. GameCubes are more expensive than this, by the way. I just point that out. GameCubes on this website are more expensive than this bundle. That's actually a decent deal. It's tempting me. It's tempting me, despite the fact that I'm probably never going to play it. I just have no... It's not saying I don't have a reason to have it. I'd just rather emulate if I do play a Wii game. I doubt I'm going to be reviewing any Wii games anytime soon. Dolphin's just so amazing, I'd rather just play it on Dolphin. Wii Motion Plus 2.0 was integrated into the Wiimote. I thought you were talking... Wasn't there the Wii Plus attachment? The first one that attaches at the bottom of the Wiimote too as well? All right, we can move on. Okay, what other things did you guys want to look at? Like, we could do PlayStation. Well, actually, let's do PS2. There's no point in buying a PlayStation when you can buy a PS2. There's not. Unless... Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. There is a reason. Where's the LCD screen? If you could get the PlayStation with the LCD screen... Yo... The older PlayStation... Yes! Wait, no. Is this just the LCD screen? Yo, you got to get the play... Oh, it's broken! Or smudged off with the tint. Oh. But get this. If you're going to get a play... I'm not going to buy it. It's not as Squishy Toast. I'm not just spending money all willy-nilly, dude. You out of your mind? I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not a compulsive buyer. I'm not going to just... Like, as soon as I see it... Oh, it's got to be a good deal. I'd rather just buy... I have a PS2. There's no point. I'm just checking the prices. The PS1. Yep. That's when everyone started calling it that more often because that's what they labeled it as. Instead of PlayStation 1. The PS Uno. The Japanese console, $75 for the controller. These are kind of expensive. $100 for a fat PS2 with 2 controllers? Meh. I just want to point out the Wii was half the price. It had 2 controllers and all that stuff. It sensor bar. Yo, the Gran Turismo 3 combo. Yo, the original box. Oh my God, he's got the box, the manual, the game. Oh, that's sick. But the console's not special because of that. The box was. The box had it was a cool box. Consume. I'm not going to consume. It comes with a memory card. I already have plenty of PS2 memory cards. It's not. Yeah, the GT3 Oh, if this came with the racing wheel, dude. Oh, he has a statue there. He got a monk. Hey, he's got a Nazi zombie monkey bomb statue to hold it up. Nice. Sick. Yo, the manual. Oh, that disc is a bit scratched. Oof. That's a cool bundle, though. $189 though? No. Oh, 7 games? 142. Oh, but $40 delivery. Dude, look at this wall. Oh, my God. Look at all those ESPN NFL games. So what's the deal here? Oh, wait, hold on. I could choose from the right? Wait. They usually have a choice selection on the right. they did it with the GameCube one, where you could choose what color GameCube you wanted, how many controllers. So the bundle includes one console, 7 games, a third-party controller, AV cord, power cord, and memory card. They got Devil May Cry? They don't even have Devil May Cry 1, 2, or 3. Are you kidding me? You got Tekken 4 and 5? Oh, God. The worst games ever. 5 billion Tiger Woods, but we can't get any of the best sellers. Really? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, what Nicktoons moving. The Nickelodeon's Dora Saves the Snow Princess. They didn't have MX Unleashed. Oh my God, these are bad. No wonder you got. Well, DDR's fine. Some of these are probably fine, but they're not. They're not the big hitters. Was Jack on here? Was Ratchet and Clank on here? What the fuck? Why do you have like the worst games ever? Like, oh man, no Ratchet and Clank, no Jack, no Sly Cooper. I don't think. Holy hell, I ain't got nothing. No wonder they're like, yeah, have 7 garbage games. This ain't 2002 anywhere. We don't have to worry about a lack of PS2 memory cards. I know. Oh, is that Slim? Looks like the Slim to me. Look at this Slim, dude. I talked about this before. It's like 9 inches long, if that. Insane. Look how small this thing is, man. Play PlayStation 1, PS2 games. God, what a brilliant design. Kind of wish it was the first design, but I like the fat PS2 because of the expansion bay and stuff like that. I mean, it's not necessary, but I mean, it's not really necessary. But this thing, I always liked the Slim. I remember when I first got one, I was like, dude, this is a PS2. It's like, dude, it's literally like the size of a book. You know what I mean? You just like you hold it, you can carry this thing around easily. It's like the size of a PlayStation. It's nuts. You know, all that in this itty bitty. What are those? Wait, what are those video cables? What is this? Oh, those are component cables. Are they? No. Yes. No, there's S-Video. It's S-Video, AV. Oh, it's a third party. It's like a combination of. There's usually cables you can buy that have like 2 or 3 different video stuff on it. Wait, that's not SCART? What the hell is that? I don't know. I think that's what you plug in the back of the Slim. No, because what's that then? I think that's S-Video, because the S-Video one's right here. You could, right, and then the AV's rest. So they're just the bare essentials for the system, more of the extras of the original version, right? Comes with a power brick and aftermarket, not aftermath, but aftermarket AV cable. I thought so, multi-AV. The eject button releases, but the latch on the button side seems to get slightly stuck. That's a bit expensive. Even refurbished, that's expensive. Region-free PS2. Look, see, there's a memory. If you wanted memory cards, they're all here. Look at that. We got the special memory cards on there, too. I have the blue clear one. I have one of them. Ooh, what's this bundle? 20 games? Hey, yo. What games? Can I choose the games? Oh, he's got Lego Star Wars, too. LA Rush. Oh, it is both Lego Star Wars on there. Nice. Quidditch. Oh, it's not. This is only some of the games. Oh, third-party controller, though? Man. You said 20 games. Which games am I going to buy? Like, what? You didn't even show 20 games on the list. All right, so let's do... what's another console? You want to do the Neo Geo? That's probably like $3,000. What other console would you like to see or you might be interested in buying? Chat. Let's do this last one and then call it. Any console. The Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4. What, the SNES, the NES, the N64. What consoles are you thinking of, chat? Last one. Going once. Going twice. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Google Shed. Okay. I'm not going to do the Google Stadia, okay? I'm not doing Shed. Actually, you know what? Fine. We'll do 2 then. We'll actually look up a Shed. Wow. That's actually not too bad. Weird-ass angular design. Okay, I get you. Resin. There we go. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the word resin. I can't remember for the sticky stuff. The resin. Resident outdoor shed for garden tool storage shed with lockable door gray. $500. I think the Ouya. When it comes to third-party accessories, Nintendo doesn't bother me. PlayStation has to be OEM. Yeah, but the add-ons. Well, I don't know if the add-ons. They do obviously bother me because they should have been built into the game console. But I digress. Sort by highest to low. What N64 or the Ouya? I'll just do Nintendo 64. I'm gonna skip the refurbished ones. This is too expensive. Even with the original box. A lot of people just think too much about reselling stuff instead of actually owning a thing that they had in their childhood. I'm not a big fan of that. That's cool to have the original box, though. But it just looks like... Wait, you have Mario 64 with it, too? No? Does it just come with the console? Like, what? That's it? You're not... Wait, no, it seems like I get the controller at least, right? This is too expensive, even with the box. I'll do... Let's see some... We'll do the N64. $1 million?! $1.5 million for an triple... Or not triple A, but double A plus graded. Or A double plus graded. It's... Okay. $600,000 GameCube Super Nintendo. What the fuck? Dude, these eBay people are smoking something, man. I mentioned before, but my childhood N64 was apparently a stolen Blockbuster display model from the late 1995. That's crazy. To get stolen copy of something from Blockbuster. What are these people smoking crack? Okay, I can't look at this. It makes me irrevocably angry and sad. I cannot stare at this any longer. It disappoints me, lad. Why do they think the N64 should be worth more than a PS2? Are you out of your mind? Ooh, the ice blue. Let's go. Wow, original Japanese box. Wow, hey, that looks pretty good. $200. I don't know about that one. I'm not for sure. I don't think so. This is awesome, though. It looks in pretty good condition. I don't know about $200, though. After 30 years. I don't know, man. It looks cool. Always like those consoles that have alternate colors. Or clear. Prison colors, I like to call. Okay, this is a much better deal. But it's still $230? Oh, okay. Mario Kart 64 Cruising USA is Super Mario 64, though. That's not a bad... Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, wait a minute. And 4 controllers, dude. Wow. This is a way better bundle. I don't know if it's worth $230. Can we go? I'd probably go $150 on this. Maybe. I'd probably try to go $150. Oh wait, black controller is slightly defective but works as should. Includes 3 games, 4 controllers, and accessories, all in a black color. This home console okay, blah blah blah. Okay. I only realized when I started playing with it again after high school. When I moved out and asked my brother about it, he said he had already given it away to some kids. Dang. Rest in peace. Sad moment. Sad moment. $150 for 2 controllers and a console? I think that's a bit more reasonable, especially when this guy said the black controller was slightly defective. I mean, you do get 3 other ones that are good. Look at how much it would be now. What, Blockbuster? They got the DS one. That's crazy. You see that? Double-sided display logo. I don't know if that... Oh, the case is worth $203. No. Oh, my God. Well, that N64 would be worth some money, that's to say. I mean, you probably look it up Google on your own time, but, like, just the case is worth... They're trying to give it out for $200. Just for the case. I should have said rental model, right? Oh, 350, baby. 350. They got it right here. I think this is the true Yep. Oh, yo, they even got the sticker, dude. Yo, they got the Blockbuster sticker there, too. So with the case, this one is 350. So it has the console, the power cable, the AV cable, and 2 controllers. That's sick. So it'd be worth a little bit more than a normal N64, I think. But when I asked my brother, it was listed for over 200. Well, this one's listed for 350 with the case, so I'd say probably without the case it would be 200. Definitely. That's cool, though. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. There you go. Look at that, dude. Yeah, control deck. Yeah, look at that, dude. That's crazy. The sticker is crazy. Look at Sega Genesis case. I said one more. I might as well just go until... Okay, we'll go for another 10 minutes. That makes it 3 hours. You want the case? I mean, people on eBay are kind of crackheads. They just freaking just post whatever because they saw some YouTube video about it. It's $200? What? What? Nomad case? What? Is that the original case? Whoa, that's the game case. Is that the original game Sega Genesis game case, or was that made? Whoa. That's neat. Oh, God. Is that a Lego drill? What the hell happened? Wow. Did they make storage boxes like that? Real ones? I didn't know that. Because usually you kept it in... Oh, no, that's because cartridges, they came in a box. That's why. Oh, no. Sega Genesis came in a case. Plastic case. N64 came in boxes. But I'm pretty sure Genesis had plastic, like... They look like VHS... not cassette tapes, but cases. Interesting choice. Because this looks like to put the game cartridge in, not the whole thing. Right? Yeah. On the case, it said display model only, not for resale. That's awesome. Dude, I know they made an N64 one too. They look like the same from the same company. What is this? What is this? That's crazy. $200 for the carrying case. Oh, the Game Boy Color case. Yo, it's the Blockbuster case. Oh. That's crazy. Well, I didn't really have... how many times have I been to a Blockbuster? How many times? Was it twice? 3 times? In my entire life I was ever to a Blockbuster? Because my local town had a rental place, so we never had to go to Blockbuster. It was cheap. It was a cheaper alternative, per se. But that's where we also rented our games from. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know fucking $200 is ridiculous. $100 is ridiculous. Jesus Christ! What the fuck, dude? $150 for Splatterhouse 3? Come on, man. Cases and manuals only. No games. Wait, is this only the cases? What? 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 You just have to. What? Why do you only have the cases and not the games? What? See, this is what I was talking about. This is Sega Genesis, so based on those other storage spaces, they put the cartridges in there. I would just keep it in the case. That was for the Sega Nomad. Oh, growing up, we did live near a Blockbuster, so it's possible our uncle stole it. Okay. Dang. What is this? The newbie? What the fuck? Is that literally called Chuck Rock? Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. See, I figured that was similar to the Sega Genesis. That's a universal one, though. Yeah, look at that. Hey, it's a holder. That's the holder. Yeah, the storage one was just like this holder. How much is a Sega Genesis, then, if the case is so expensive? No games? You just buy the cases. Oh, a 32X. Let's go. All right, that's a good... Hey, whoa. What have we got here? Oh, we'll do the second one, too. The Sega Mega Drive. Yes. The 30... Wait, this is just the 32X, though. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, it says console. Sega... Oh, no, it says... It's just the 32X. What are you doing, man? What? 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 Sailor Moon profile picture? What? What Where's the console? Reproduction cases, yeah. Look at these 32X games. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Where's the Sega CD combo? Look at the Sega Mega Drive, baby. Look at that, huh? Or Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive, whatever. Sega Genesis. Look at those buttons, dude. Dreamcast still doing good? In terms of price, probably, because the Dreamcast is rarer. But yeah, you could definitely get a Dreamcast for a decent price on here. 45 bids on that Dreamcast? Were they going up a cent? Ooh, wait, no controllers? Oh, no controller. Man, you want the control? I think the control. You want the controllers and the VMUs. You want the memory unit with it as well. Oh, here we go. Oh, parts only. You got me. You almost got me. $182 though for a Dreamcast, and 3 games I'll probably never play, and no VMUs, dude. You need the VMUs. You need the memory. Check Marvel 2 for PS2. Technically a console, but it needs another system to run. Exactly. Dude, no VMUs? What the fuck? You just want me to play the game? Never save, chat. Never save your game. $189, dude. Why are people crackheads, man? I'm so glad I got Tekken 3 for like $10 a decade ago. I think I got it off of Amazon. I bought it off of. It was just the disc. I'm so glad I got it because this is ridiculous. I would not pay this price for this. Sorry, this game is not worth that price. I don't care if it's mint condition. Sorry, I'm not paying more than MSRP. This is ridiculous. You're out of your mind. Dude, chat, how do we feel about concrete? Concrete's awesome. Legit, one of the best building materials we got. That's not that expensive. I have a Dreamcast, still works like a dream, no pun intended. Do you have the VMUs? Do you got how many controllers you got? What games you got? You got Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. I'm not paying this price for this. Who decided this? It's not like a collective hive mind decided to overprice the hell out of a video game. That's disgusting. Just like, remember that we just saw a Super Mario 64 that was A double plus 9.8 whatever $1 million. Yeah, shut up, idiot. No one's gonna pay that. Overpricing the hell out of things. This is how you ruin childhoods. Michael and his friends pulled that money together to get it used from gay stuff. Pull the allowance together. This is insane. I would not pay this price. What's the Dreamcast version of this worth then? It's probably worth more. Oh, God. Help me, dude. Help me. Help me, Lord. I can't live on this planet anymore. They overpricing the Dreamcast. Dude, this is worth a Dreamcast. Why would I? We literally saw Dreamcast prices where they have 2 controllers, 3 games, and a console, and it's close, if not sometimes less than the price of this one game. Are you out of your mind? God, I'll look up Tekken 3. I don't want to live on this earth anymore. I don't want to live. Well, $25. Well, $4A. $50. Ayo. Non-greatest hits version. Does it work? Exit case manual and registration card are clean and well preserved. Please see photos. Rare registration card. Yo. Oh, yeah. Look at the freaking Namco tip line, dude. I got working VMUs and I got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Nice. I recommend Soul Calibur, Crazy Taxi 1. I don't know about Crazy Taxi 2. Some other Dreamcast games I played on there. Capcom vs. SNK 1. I estimate that between the 5 of them, they must have each chipped in over $20 each. Dude, this is insane. What the fuck? I mean, this is actually reasonably priced. I'm actually glad it's priced like this. Like I said, I bought the game for like $10. I think maybe a little bit more than that just for the game 10 years ago. So at least this one has the manual, registration card, all that good stuff for only... this would be $20-some plus the sales tax. which is I think that's I don't know. I feel like it's still too much. I don't know because I want the game. Like I don't really care about the case and the manual. I mean, I kind of do care for the manual. I'd use that in a video. I didn't really talk about manuals back then because it's already a given. But the manual has interesting stuff in it because in order, like, there's special games like Spyro the Dragon and Crash series that you could play the demos. I mean, you could just look it up, but they actually had demos of each other's games inside their games when they were released. But God, some of these is way too expensive. See, the greatest hits version is different from the regular Tekken. This one came after. This one was before. I think this was like 2000. It says 98, but that wouldn't have been possible for the greatest hits because it had to sell at least 1 million in order to get the greatest hits. Chad, do we have Concrete and Sheds mod run Do we hate Concrete and Sheds? I don't. $98 for a secondhand copy of Marvel 2 on PS2 from GameStop in 2005. So sad. Freaking so sad. What the hell were they thinking, you freaking morons? Ruining gaming? Wait, hold on. How much is just for the disc then? That's about what I paid. Maybe plus the, I got the disc, dude. I got it in a PS2 case. Works like a charm. Like I said, I played it, last month on, because I was just testing out before I got a monitor. I was just playing it on that. I'm still like, wow, I'm still impressed how good it looks and runs. Okay. I think, what time is it? 3? Yep, okay. Chat, I want you to thank you for stopping by. The Bandai Namco video should be out by tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll be out the day after that. I'll be streaming probably maybe the 10th. I don't know if I'll be streaming much more in between because I don't really got much to talk about besides that Nintendo news. I might make a video on that Nintendo stuff as well. My uncle and his friends were thinking, it's Marvel, baby. I got a standard controller and a Mad Catz controller for the console. I miss the CD cases that games used to come in. So do I. To a degree. I think, well, it was different with PlayStation compared to PS2. PS2 was didn't feel, I don't know, they were way more flimsy. PlayStation 1s had like different plastic made with them, and it was clear, so you could actually see the manual in the front. That was always cool to me with the PlayStation, and the Dreamcast. But anyways, chat, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Have an excellent one. Have fun trying to find stuff on eBay. If not, look on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Mercari is another one. Even had to drive to another city to get it at the GameStop too. That's crazy. But chat, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Sayonara. Good luck.